Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Welcome to the Crypto Lifer Show. It is Thursday, May 5th. May the 4th be with you. Went past us very, very fast. It is May 5th. Shout out to everybody here as we enter into the beautiful springtime. The flowers, the birds, everything is chirping. Bitcoin is not. Let's take a look at Bitcoin. You know, the alts had a nice rally. Zilliqua up 23%, Steam up 18%, Waves up 11%, 1inch up 11%, DeFi getting a little bit of a move. LRC, Uni, all getting a bit of a bounce this morning. You can see DeFi is getting a bounce. Aave, 1inch, you know. You can just see a lot of things. Algorand actually coming back in the game too as well. But mainly DeFi, in my humble opinion, is kind of stealing the show a little bit. DeFi. And as you can see today, too, as the central bank is controlling Bitcoin, I have a weird hypothesis, something I got to start to bring up, something I'm thinking about, something, you know, it's, you know, you want to think you know it all. And I used to be like, oh, it all has to be one way. And now I'm open-minded to believe anything can change over time. Do we have to battle for Bitcoin? Do we have to get Bitcoin back? We may have to get Bitcoin back. We may have to get the masses to buy so much of it that we end up getting our ownership back of Bitcoin. You never know. But I'm not trying to scare everybody. I'm just trying to break down some ideas behind the truth about freedom, financial freedom, just your own freedom as who you are. You're given God-given rights, everybody. You're given God-given rights before you even enter this earth. I think that's another reason why they don't want people to believe in God, because once you believe in God, you know you have God-given rights. God-given rights are freedom, pursuit of happiness. Like, those aren't even given to you by the United States. Those are given to you by God. Like, those are your rights. You are basically born free. Okay, you need to remember that you were born free. You need to act on that every single day. You need to remind tyrants and powers that be and people that try to control the people that you were born free. And every single day, you're going to take your freedom by your hand. You're going to show them what's up. You're going to be like, this is who I am. And I was born free. And no tyrant, no schlob, right? You will have nothing. You will own nothing. Will tell me how to live my life. So shout out to every one of you. Shout out to each and every one of you. I will be a voice of reason in a world of chaos. I love each and every one of you. Let's get into Bitcoin. Let's break it down. Looking at just the day today, you can see altcoins did have a nice bit of a push to the upside. Zilliqua, Steam, Waves, 1inch, as I said before. And it seems to be headed a little bit by DeFi. However, at the last few minutes, Bitcoin has taken a turn for the worse. Now, I had an idea that, you know what's funny is I didn't feel good about this morning. Even though I saw this flag, I said, those flags break up 68% of the time, Sam. But if you listened to my my update, I showed you there was hidden bearish divergence. And that's hidden bearish. When you get a swing down, but a swing up on the RSI. And the RSI gets overbought too. It's telling you. And so I said, everyone, I see hidden bearish divergence. I'd be very, very careful. If you're in my trading group, I went over it. And I talked about it. I said there's hidden bearish divergence occurring. Okay. Right here you can see me post about it at 10:18 p.m. last night. Okay, last night. Hidden bearish divergence on the 4-hour. Can the 1-hour fight us above 40K? Can is the question. You see what I'm saying? But when you see hidden bearish, you must heed. You must heed. You must heed. You must heed. It's a very simple thing that many, many people do not even know how. You can type in divergence. Cheat sheet. This is so great. I don't even like calling it a cheat sheet because I don't like using the word cheat. But it's a beautiful side cheat, quick cheat. And look, when you have a swing down in price action, but a swing up in the RSI, and you get this massive kind of curve in the middle, follow usually as a hill, a mountainous hill or a movement, a valley, tells you that price action is going to drop to the downside. Okay? Let's compare that. Swing down on price, but swing up here. You compare that to Bitcoin. It was slight, but it's still a slight swing to the downside, and this is a swing to the upside. Hidden bearish. It goes inside with a valley, usually a large valley. So you see hidden bearish, and the collapse occurs. Also, what's sad is this is just combined. This is just showing us correlated to the Dow Jones Industrial. If I go to the Dow right now, I would almost guarantee the Dow has taken a bit of a dump. You know, you could even just do this. We could juxtapose the two charts. We'll put them next to each other. We'll take a look at the DJI, the Dow Jones Industrial. Okay. We should get a bounce here based on the idea that the 1 hour will get oversold here on the Dow Jones, okay? But look, the Dow dumped, Bitcoin just decides to follow it right away. So they open up the morning with a sell-off. Sorry. What are you doing to me, Dow? I think auto would just take you right to your beginnings. Now they're confusing each other. See that? Like, where am I? Like, it's... Oh, come on. This is, like, insane. All right. This is when you just flip to the daily chart. Get back to where we are. Hit this. See, it should... Yeah, there you go. All right. So, look, I mean, dump on the daily time frame. And the daily started a curve here. It was... showing a little lack of momentum last night, I noticed. But it was all about the 4 hour to me. When the 4 hour gets overbought. So we had a beautiful push. So right here, we shorted the market. Then we longed the market. Then we shorted the market. You know, it just... I actually didn't short this, I'll be honest, because this caught me off guard. You know? 9 out of 10 times, you're going to get at least a 1 hour to do something sideways or reset on the Stokes. But also, when I saw the 1 hour starting to flatline, I got a little nervous too, because I said the last time I saw the 1 hour flatline like this, we just dropped hard. You know, Bart Simpson, that's a Bart Simpson, slanted Bart Simpson. That's where the 4 hour takes over. When the 4 hour is bearish, doesn't really matter what the other time frames are telling you. Heed the 4 hour. It is a strong time frame. And if you're in my trading group yet again, I would have heeded you to be careful. Hidden bearish divergence in the 4 hour. Can the 1 hour fight us above 1 hour? That's what I was wondering. I don't have a crystal ball. I don't know what's going to happen. The Stokes were low in the 1 hour. There was a chance we could have broken up to the upside. This was more unexpected. However, the 4 hour did foreshadow, and the bearish divergence, hidden bearish, did foreshadow that there was going to be some pain. All right. Dow Jones doing the same thing. Down, it gave it all back, down 980 points. Can you believe that? It gave every single thing back. However, look, it's low on the daily. The daily does want to push to the upside here. But wow. I mean, that becomes a bearish engulfing, and it's even getting worse here for Bitcoin. So the Dow Jones and Bitcoin completely correlated. S&P, you name it. It doesn't matter. They're the same coin. It's so creepy. And why? Because I believe central bankers have pumped enough liquidity in the behind the scenes of Bitcoin that now, you know, they basically took hedge funds, gave them money. Whatever they did, they gave a bunch of funds money. Enough people bought it that didn't like even Bitcoin. They say, hey, just buy a bunch of this for me. I'll give you these loans and blah, blah, blah. They gave them incentives, and they said, if you buy this much Bitcoin, and then they told them what to do and when to do it. They added them to like a central bank bot system, and they told them when to short it, when to pull it, when to long it. And I believe that there is extreme manipulation now into Bitcoin, and it worries me because it's the people's coin, and we need to get the people's coin back. And I'm not saying this is a guarantee. I'm hoping enough people can buy it worldwide. They'll hurt enough of the masses. But look, you look at the S&P. Same scenario going on here. Same scenario. You had your run up. You get your dumpage now. Crazy dumpage for Bitcoin. Unexpected dumpage. At the same time, I was weary. And it just, you know, that 4 hour chart did not look good to me. Did not look good to me. All right. You could also, in a way, we're gonna deep dive now. We're gonna deep dive. I'm gonna show you what I see happening for Bitcoin. We're gonna break it down today. All right. So the first thing we have to understand and we have to come to terms with is support and resistance. So we have nice support at 37.5. We break that. You're gonna get a mini support level at 36,004, 36.5. You break that. And then you're coming down to that 35 and then to the $34,000 region. Okay? Is that guaranteed to happen? No, I'm just showing you the levels to watch for Bitcoin. Okay? Levels to watch. First thing we're going to break is 37.5. Then we're going to come challenge 36,300. Then we're going to challenge 35,500. So those are the three areas on the 4 hour that we'd have to look at. Once we break, you know, and I keep you guys updated every 4 to 5 hours in my trading group. So as these things occur, I'll keep you updated into what's happening. I do feel way better. You know, the live stream lets me know how good I feel because that's when I have to exert a lot of energy. And today I'm exerting the energy and I'm feeling good about it. I'm feeling good about it. So look, I mean, you'll stay in a channel until you do not. Hands down. And this is what it's telling me. Another thing that I noticed, which was likely that we were going to dump, is we came to resistance and we couldn't get above it. When the 4-hour was curving on you and you did not get above resistance, that told you that you were highly likely going to get a move to the downside. Okay? When you hit resistance, downside. Okay? When you hit resistance, likely coming to the downside. All right? Specifically when the stochastics turn on you and you don't make a higher high. Because the stochastics tell you when you're cooked. There's no more. So if there's no more and you don't break through that, there was a prayer and a hope that the 1 hour was going to do it. We've seen it happen before. The 1 hour and the 4 hour have been pinned. And the 15-minute has thrown a Hail Mary. So there was a chance it could have happened. So you can't beat yourself up if you tried to long. Like if you tried to long earlier today, if you woke up this morning and you drew this flag here and you said, hey, I'm going to long this. Now, one reason why you wouldn't have longed, let me break it down. There was one thing about my trading style that would have kept you from getting hurt. Let me show you what it was. That's why I like doing the same things over and over again. They can keep you from getting hurt. They can help you to get paid, right? And we can't get discouraged right now due to this pain that we're seeing. Deep breaths, everybody. Deep breaths, okay? We are going to get a bounce here based on how oversold we are on the 4 hour, on the 1 hour, okay? But here, this morning, would have woken up and I would have saw this beautiful flag. However, I do not open up trades when the 15-minute is curving on me. And it's up close or near, hopefully above the dotted line. But if it's like just touching or close to the dotted line. And so the 15-minute, as it began to roll, may have been our, kind of giving us an idea here. 7-minute also started to roll here. And you weren't breaking above previous highs. As you came up again, the rollover, Smaller time frames can show you when you can't get above previous resistance. And you can see how you kept breaking it. Like here you made a high, a lower high, and then when you rolled over here in the 7-minute, it was making, it was like, interesting. So I love entering the 1 hour, but I will not enter the 1 hour until the 15-minute is low. And so that did not give an entry right there for my trading style because the 15-minute was high. This I would have entered here, taking that little sideways action, but then maybe I would have bounced out when it was lackluster or just had a stop loss somewhere here. And when this trade played out, I would have been stopped out right around here. You see? 38,600 for Bitcoin. Can it get a bit of a bounce here? Oversold on the 15-minute. 15-minute suggests we will get a bit of a bounce, but the pain has been done. Market structure has been broken. Let's take a look back at the 4 hour. So a lot of people suggested we were in this. Even I did, and we played it pretty well. This falling wedge, which I believe we are. But I'm just showing you a bigger zone. There's just a bigger zone here. Up, down, up. We've hit it once. We've hit it twice now. There can always be, sometimes there's two lines here of support and resistance that occur throughout a channel. Okay. So we had the falling wedge. We broke out of it. Could we be retesting? There's a chance we're retesting right now. And we're going to bounce off this area. This is now the next support zone you do not want to break from. Why? Because it was your previous resistance. Let me show you why. Let's break it down. You have a lot of chop right here. You have bouncing here. You have a bit of a bounce. You have a lot of resistance. So look, this area is notorious as a zone for support and resistance. You can see. And that's going to be the 38,500 region. 38.5 has been just, we battled with it. If I go left, you're going to see even more areas where we've been rejected or supported by 38,500. Okay. So this is a big deal. If we break this, it's very likely we come right down here to 37,500. We drop 1,000 points faster than you know, because this has been such a big level to watch, and we should hold it. Okay. I was bearish based on the hidden bearish divergence on the 4 hour, and based on the 4 hour being overbought. I was hopeful that maybe, I said maybe there's a Hail Mary the 1 hour could give us, because I've seen it in the past. Many times in my life I've been like, nah, it's not going to happen. And then out of nowhere, I've seen something amazing. So now I have to be open-minded at all times. I have to be like, well, maybe the 1 hour can do something, because I've seen it happen. The more you trade, the more cautious you'll become, because you'll see more and more things that are unexpected. I never tell you I know where price action's going. I never tell you I know where Bitcoin's going to go. I love these guys lately. I see big time traders I think this is going to happen. I think that. I think. They use the word I think. Even Gareth Soloway, who I love, they use the word I think. And I think it's okay. I guess it's okay to use I think Bitcoin's. But at the same time, man, what does the chart convey? Like right now, the chart conveys there's more downside for Bitcoin based on the 4-hour. I don't care what I think. It doesn't matter, right? And the 2-week chart doesn't care what I think if it makes another low here and goes down a little bit and we end up scooping the 30K lows. You get it? It still is telling us that these are the better times to buy Bitcoin than these up here and up here where you would have been catching the tops completely. Okay? Let's get back to that 4-hour. So I still see some downside for Bitcoin. Sad to say. But can we stop the bleeding with the 1-hour in the 15-minute? All right. Can we stop the bleeding with the 1-hour in the 15-minute? Right now we are at we're at a good support line where you would like to get a bounce. What you look for is a falling wedge here on the 15-minute chart. Something you can sink your teeth into. There's no divergence either at all. There's no bullish divergence even on the smaller time frame. A little bit there. There is a little bit. I actually misspoke. That is bullish divergence. Hard to catch, but once you get better at it. But that swing low to swing low, and the swing low to swing low here is starting to flatline. So slight bullish divergence there could stop the pain, right? MACD wants to make a bit of a move here. I'll extend this line and just show you. I mean, this is a falling wedge. Can the falling wedge break out on the 15? This is all I got going right now. No market structure really to be had, right? And my edge is based on market structure, based on patterns. So when the patterns are rigged, when everything gets thrown around, I tell you what, that ruins my edge. And I have to wait for my edge to be shown again. Okay? I mean, you could try a V-shaped recovery here, back to the upside, high risk, high reward from 38,500. Again, though, what we don't want to see is we don't want this now to paint a bearish flag. So we don't want to see something like, you know, still don't know how this thing works. Like, they appear when they want to appear. I thought I was supposed to just like show me the ghost feed as I went. Show me one. I don't know. Not working. Not working as planned here. Although it has before. I guess the 5-minute doesn't work too well. But what we don't want to see is we don't want to see price action up, down. Create this bearish flag here, right? And then continue to drop even more. So it's like a rising wedge, bearish flag, and continue down. 38,000 evens, right? So can we stop the carnage here? Can the pain end? Right now, the stochastics are telling you that, you know, the drop is done for now, okay? You know, that was your impulse. Just like when these impulses end, when the stochastics end up here, and you can say that's the end of the pain. The love, that's the end of the bullish pump. This could be the end of the pain right now. We're taking a breather at 38,005. Can we get the bounce? We're looking for a bounce off 38,000. Significant support right here. Again, we break this, everybody. Let's look at what we looked at before on the 1 hour here. We break this, it's likely we come down and test, you know, 38,000. That's my next support zone. See, we bounce right there. So we're waiting at 38K. 15-minute and the 1 hour both suggest that we are going to get a bounce to the upside. 15-minute and 1 hour both suggest we're going to get a bounce to the upside, but we shall see. We shall see. Look at now as we breach. Look at 38,450. This could be the wickage. You look for wickage here on the 15, on the 5. But now we're breaking support. And that tells me we're coming down to 38K. We just broke right through that support easily. Without a doubt. Right? Interesting. I'll be honest, because the data just doesn't look good to me. In my humble opinion, they're going to end up raising rates too high, too fast, and they're going to create a Great Depression. And then they're going to say, I'm sorry, we didn't realize. We thought we were doing what we needed to do. And everyone's going to look at them like, but don't worry, everybody. Because I've said this before and I've said it many times. I'm a student of Mike Maloney and many other financial gurus in the world that have done their due diligence. And if you do your due diligence, okay, and you do the math, and you do your studies, and you stay on it, you will know that inflation will increase regardless of a Russian war, of Ukraine, of Bitcoin, of gold. So like whatever they try to tell you is happening, whatever they try to position themselves, however they try to place it. Because 15 years ago, I was watching a man named Mike Maloney, and he was explaining, and then I did my own research, and then I looked at the monetary system, and then I watched them print the money. And he told me 10 years ago that they were going to helicopter drop money down onto society. Literally start handing you checks. He's like, they're going to hand you checks. And I was like, no way. It happened. Remember when they handed us checks, $1,200 checks, $2,500 checks. Then I got one for my wife because she didn't work. Both my kids, I think I got like $4,000, $5,000 in total. I can't even remember how much I got from the government. I couldn't believe it. Just getting stimulus checks from the government handed to you. Printing money out of thin air. Devaluing your currency. The second they printed those checks, I told everybody, I said, the price of all the goods are going to go up. In the next 6 months, I said, your milk's going to go up, your gas is going to go up. I said, you can't give everybody free money and not expect the value of everything is going to go up in value. Obvious to me. And then what happens when the value of the dollar drops? Okay? So they had $10 trillion. Let's just say they have $10 trillion, right? Then they need a bailout, and they printed 60% of the money supply in like 18 months. So then they print like $6 trillion. It's even more than that, but this is like an example. Now you're sitting at 16 trillion. Now you end up in another monetary issue, like some repo market or some lending issue, and you need to print again. What you're going to realize is because the dollar's dropping in value, every time you need to bail out, you need to print more money. So what would have bailed you out for 6 trillion 6 months ago, you need 10 trillion now to bail yourself out. And the situation could be less than so now you need bigger money to take care of smaller holes. You get it? So the economy gets weaker over time. It's obvious to me. They are not going to raise. Isn't this obvious to you? Why is it mumbo jumbo to everybody else? So when Jerome Powell comes tell you he's raising those interest rates and it's all is going to be well and everything's going to be fine, I'm not trying to cause people to freak out. What I am trying to do is if I get people educated and prepared, then they won't freak out. Let's actually do the opposite. This will get people in position to strengthen themselves here and realize what's going on. Okay? If you do not find a way to put your money in something other, right now stocks are bad news because for the moment, I believe there's certain dividend stocks and certain stocks that could over time, but right now they're attached to this idea that they're going to keep trying to print their way out. Behind the scenes, they're going to be printing money without telling you. Behind the scenes, they're going to be doing things to the repo market without telling you. Behind the scenes, they will still be that's what you don't realize. Our government sells bonds to the Federal Reserve. Actually, to the open market system where all the big banks auction off and say, I'll buy it. Then they sell that bond to the Federal Reserve. If you don't believe me, I'll play a beautiful video for you one day and you can watch it clear. Watch Mike Maloney, The Hidden Secrets of Money. When they do that, they create money out of thin air because the bond ends up getting bought for more money than it's worth from the bankers bought it from the bank, from the government. The government ends up with cash, piles of cash that they got from the banks, right? That are nothing more than digits on a balance sheet in the banking system. They're not printed money. They don't go drive over to them and hand them cash and wheelbarrows of cash. They don't open up an armored truck. No, they just send them digits. Then the Federal Reserve may send cash to the bank, sends them digits, and eventually it's digits. This is true story. People don't realize it, but most money that created now is in the form of just digital money being printed on a screen. Oh yeah. You live in a Ponzi scheme right now. The American dollar has been hijacked by a private group of men that run the Federal Reserve. They have been stealing your wealth since 1913, the day they created the IRS and the Federal Reserve. They were somehow created together. Pretty weird, right? Then we got off the gold standard, right? And then in Bretton Woods in 1971, they pegged all the dollars in a world to the American dollar, which wasn't backed by anything at all. All right? This is what you need to learn. This is cold, hard facts that a lot of people don't want to know. Okay? Okay, everybody? Sad business here, what's been done to us. This is why people rushed into Bitcoin. Because they had no choice. People were trying to find a way out. This system that we're in is imprisonment. You don't feel it. You still ride your bike. You still walk around. But my parents, my mom was a school teacher. She was taxed every day of her life. She worked for 40 years, 35 years. And you know what? For 10 of those years, she got zero money. Zero. Can you believe that? I'm going to get sad right now. 10 years of my mother's life, she worked and she got not a penny. And you'd be like, no, she did though. She was getting her monies. And she was, but we were getting taxed by 30%. Right? You know what's funny is when I grew up, you know what the first thing my parents told me when I was a kid? This is crazy, but you know the first thing my parents told me when I was a kid growing up? Shout out to everybody here. Come and get an education. Come and learn about what's happening in your world. Do not be fooled. Listen to the truth. The truth is here on YouTube. The truth is here for you every single day. But you know what my mother used to tell me? Bitcoin is no right. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say, man. They got enough in there. Sam, I just started every morning listening to Proverbs, the whole book. I was told if I learned it, I would learn wisdom and gain wealth. Sounded good to me. Bonus, you grow closer to God. Shout out to Tyler Lance, man. Proverbs is amazing. This is the greatest education ever on YouTube. Yes, sir. Life is everything. Money comes and goes, people. Don't. They are manipulating crypto like they do gold and silver. They will see 50K Bitcoin. We will see a 50K Bitcoin again. Kevin Thompson. Smash the like. No free lunches. Patience is paramount here. Waiting for your confirmations. David Hagen. I always gain shorting and longing, but I feel sad about this market playing with people's life savings. Hit that like button. DCA for future profits, Sam. Thanks for being awesome. Teacher you are. Join Sam's trading group now. Bless him back. Can you check out COOHA low on the 4 hour? We'll take a look at COOHA. Yeah, I was looking at it too. Chickens eat bugs and make eggs. I like that. So look at this. First thing my mother ever told me. One of the first things. I remember I'm like 6 or 7 years old and we went to go get something at the store. And I believe we bought milk. I believe when I was a kid. The price of milk in 1983. Say 1985. I was 4. How much did the thing cost in the 1980s? How much was the price of milk the year you were born? Right? Look at this. It was $2.20. When I was a kid, it was like, yeah, it was about $2 for milk. Can you believe that? Right? That's how bad the dollar has lost value. That doesn't mean goods have gone up. They have printed so much money. You see? 1995, look, 10 years went by, it only went up 30 cents. Look, 20 years went by and went up $1. Right? This is a lot though. $2.90? I don't know about that, but the milk I'm buying is not $2.90. It's way more expensive than that. I don't know where they got this information. But anyway, funny, I buy a gallon of milk. Sometimes I buy like the organic gallon for $10. That's crazy, right? $10 gallon of milk. But it's like medicine, man. I remember the cheap store brand would be 99 cents on sale. This thing's, I mean, to me, it's $5-6 now. Am I wrong? Like, you know what I'm saying? Price for a gallon of good organic. You buy some organic milk. You know what I'm saying? $4.16. Massachusetts is expensive. We're talking $6 where I'm from. Like, Massachusetts is one of the most expensive states in the country. We pay top weight so much for everything. It's crazy. Look, New York. Boston, Mass, $3.54, $4.03 in April. Look, and it's been going up. And January is $3.50. It's now $4. That's crazy. The whole point of the story is, when I was a kid, my mom used to say, I used to go to the store with just 25 cents. She said my mom would send me with 25 cents. My mom was born in the late 40s. I won't get the exact year. And she would buy bread, she said, for 10 cents. Cheese for 5 cents, milk for 5 or 6 cents, 10 cents. She said she'd buy milk, bread, and cheese and eggs for 25 cents, 30 cents. And it used to boggle my mind, like, that she could go to the store with a quarter and get all those things. My parents used to say that to me, and they didn't actually teach me they didn't realize they were creating the crypto lifer right then and there. They were pre-engineering me to become someone who would watch the markets, who would watch the price of goods, who would understand that these things would occur and be crazy, right? Is there Morier there on that shirt? A little bit of Morier, huh? See when I move around, but to come across on the YouTube network. Shout out to DEMUNSEED. My buddy DEMUNSEED, I don't know if he's still around. I used to do other stuff on YouTube. My buddy DEMUNSEED. He was this old dude. He did drones, and he was getting sick. He actually had some thing going on with him. Jim Bowers, man. Did he fall off? Is he still there? Wow, a year ago. Mavic down. 2 years ago. Wow. He started getting a degenerative disease, this guy. My man, Jim Bowers. Really, really sad. And he had to come out and talk about it. He inspired me to start YouTube. He really did. He ended up with 26,000 followers. Unreal, man. And I was trying to get to his level way back then. Crazy, man. I had 2,000 followers, and he actually came across the country. First YouTuber that ever, YouTube's changed my life since day one, but, this guy changed me, man. I had another YouTube channel. I've been trying to grow at it, just grow at the idea of, just putting myself out there, putting myself online. And, starting my own company and being my own person. Man, DEMUNSEED, man, I'm sorry I'm bringing him up right now. He's off topic, but, I just want to show you people have changed my life. And, yeah, DEMUNSEED, man. He came all the way to New York, and we ended up meeting and hanging out. DEMUNSEED, unbelievable. Make sure the feed doesn't interact with the feed. I want to make sure that sound doesn't come on. Okay, cool. Just want to see if this shirt had Morier. Not too bad, right? Not too bad. Okay, so Bitcoin taking a beat down to the ground, and is just following. It's funny because what's crazy now is the 1 hour suggested that wasn't going to occur, and look at that beat down. That's just Bloodbath City. And you would think that was a long squeeze, right? And we'll take a look, but I honestly don't even feel like, whenever you get pinned, it should be a long squeeze. However, I feel like it's just complete crushing the souls. Trying to crush the souls of people in Bitcoin. It can always get worse, everybody. It can always get worse. I want you to know that. I want you to understand that. Okay? Love it when you show emotion. I care that much about learning crypto and taking care of my family. Thanks for being you, bro. That is motivation. I appreciate it. You like drones? That's what's up. Yeah, I flew them for years. I was a licensed drone pilot. 1 hour bearish divergence. That wouldn't make sense, but we'll take a look. That wouldn't make any sense. Usually it wouldn't occur here, But we want to go to WhaleBot Rect here on my channel in my group inside of the Discord. And look, liquidated long at 38.6, 200 grand, liquidated long, liquidated ETH. And it's actually better here. I want to actually get a better feed there. I'll talk to my guy about it because usually the feed's quicker here on WhaleBot Rect on it's gonna be a fun day on around the blockchain with the pain, huh? Love going on ATB on the red days, man. You got to love it, though. Liquidated long. See, liquidated long on ETH. Liquidated long on AVAX, ETH, XBT. Like, everyone that got sucked into the trap yesterday. And I have to be honest, man, there was a weird feeling yesterday after the pump. I don't know, even in my trading group, I said I'm not going to post a lot of charts right now. And I didn't post a lot of charts. And I told everyone to just chill out. My dad is big into drones. Oh, that's awesome, man. I'd fly with him. Let him know. So, interesting story that, Jersey milk is around $5 a gallon too. Yeah, I mean, Jersey, $5 a gallon. Dad, organic, farm, fresh Jersey milk here in my town, way more. So there's the V-shape. We should get a V-shape recovery here. We should get a bit of a move back to the upside here. We should get a move. However, let's see how big it is. Look, my secondary line of support right there. Bounce. We came to 38,000. We wicked down to 38,141. Massive dumpage. I mean, that's crazy dumpage on the 5-minute chart. That's manipulative dump, like not even a little bit. Usually you dump, come back up, you form a flag, dump, What is that? And that's a falling wedge, but it is just, wow, ugly. That is ugly. I'm going to try to make market structure of what just happened. That's why people love coming to my channel. Take a step back. Every other channel, the guy's got it already drawn already, and he's like, meh, 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 meh. And you're like, oh, wow. My channel, we actually work through the pain. How many dumps have we been through here with me live now? A lot in the last few weeks, last month, last 2 years. We've been through it all, everybody. We're still at 38K. They've thrown everything but the kitchen sink at us. We're still at 38K. You know what I'm saying? We're not at 20K yet. We're not at 15K. Okay. Let's take a look at the weekly. And as I live and breathe on the weekly, I mean, they still technically, we're like, we're like breaching this line. See, we fell below it. Weekly's saying that we're about to get a bounce. I keep showing that. 3-day chart is at its wit's end, where you usually do get a move back to the upside. If I connect this down here and make it a more solid channel, I mean, they connect nicely. Look at that. So when I know it's weird because you got to negate these. 3-day did lose that channel. I'm not going to lie to everybody. Like, that's a lost channel. Now, what you are looking is for a bearish retest of that and then a drop to the downside. And that's what people are worried about. Okay? Idea that this is kind of a bearish flag. It's kind of like a bearish megaphone in a way, but... And it does have a move to the downside. We've talked about this many times. 25,700 is on the table. Okay? It is on the table. All right? Just have to, like, there's just, there's nothing else you can, However, we got a low, we got a higher low. So until the 3-day chart here decides to make a low, let's look at this, though, real quick. Yeah, like, until we decide to make a low, you have a low, higher low, higher low. Sad you did break this low. That's not a good sign. First low or low break, not a good sign at all. Not a good sign at all. And, because now, if you put in a lower low, so basically, Bitcoin puts in a lower low here, it's starting to down. Like, you come up here and you end up not breaking this area. So to me, it's like if Bitcoin doesn't get above the $48,000 area, it's Bear City. Pretty simple. Like, Bitcoin must and needs to get above that region. If it can't get above that region, then you have, as a pattern trader, that is going to create a pattern to the downside. Okay? So, like, we need to get above that previous high there. Otherwise, we're making a downtrend. Okay? And that's trend analysis 101, everyone. Okay? 3-day chart. My humble opinion, not 27,000, I say 33. See, that's your opinion. I'm not giving opinions. I'm showing you just measured moves on the charts, everyone. Everyone gets freaked out when they see these ideas. It's just a measured move on the chart. Nothing more, nothing less. Okay. Waiting for that 3528K to stack up. Patience is everything. Long-term mindset. A dad's life. Hey, Micah Ford put a bot on Vited yesterday. Made about $50. Not too bad. I had it on the radar too. The cow milk isn't. Those subsidies could be put to better use. I can't get into cow milk right now. I would not drink pasteurized cow milk. Agreed. But I'm not going to tell you, I'm not going to get into what kind of cow milk I drink. I'm just not going to get into it. But I would not drink pasteurized cow milk for any reason. No. Ever, 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 ever. If you want to learn more, though, you can research a bunch of different stuff. It's all out there for you. Don't make this channel be the place where we have a debate about milk. If the weekly breaks below 5 days, it is a measured move down to 19K in several weeks. If the weekly breaks below in 5 days, it's, yeah, I mean, yeah, if it breaks down here, it's likely going here to 29,000, you know. 19K, you know, you'd have to breach this level first. See, I love when people say, it's going to 19K. You know what it's like? I don't know what it's going to do. I don't do that nonsense. I don't tell you where Bitcoin's going. I don't do that. All these other YouTubers are telling you where Bitcoin's going. Everyone's saying, I know where. Stop telling yourself you know where Bitcoin's going. You do not know where Bitcoin's going. You don't know what's going to 19K. You don't know that. You're hurting yourself every time you tell yourself you know where price action will go. Just play probabilities on oscillators and instruments. Take your money and have a plan. That's it. There's nothing else to trading. There's nothing else to trading. Okay? There's nothing else to trading. Take the charts the way they're given to you. You can't say you're going to 19K until you break 29K. Hands down. Like, you can't say it. You didn't even break 30K yet. You didn't break 36K. I love people who are saying this stuff. Look at this. This is just so funny to me because it shows how immature they are as traders. Very immature traders. When you go to the 3-month chart on the FTX chart, on any chart you want, you go to the 3-month chart. We haven't closed a candle below 35,000 in a year. I'm not saying it doesn't mean we can't app, but it's just like, you know what I'm saying? So like until we go to 19K, we need to break through. And this is the 3-month chart. Okay? Then you have heavy resistance here at 29,000. And then it says you would go all the way back to 11K. You know what I'm saying? I'm selling my Bitcoin to buy Roddy Robinson socks. It's a smart idea. All one has to do is listen to the man. He's actually helping. Took a nice short that I've made a quick 2%. Took a bit more than half. Moved my stop loss to entry, letting it ride for a bit. You don't own cattle? Noobs, right? I'm selling my Bitcoin to buy Roddy Robinson, a.k.a. the real dadball. Sailor says no to 19K. He won't let it fall below 21. You guys are crazy. If I had a cow, I wouldn't have the heart to slaughter it. I'd get attached to my animals. I know, right? Those are always a random coins that are super pumped when everyone is looking at a Bitcoin dump. We will find them. When will it stop bleeding? We'll take a look. So we got to get through 35,000 before you even talk about 30K. Okay. So I just want to put things in perspective. So everyone who's like listening to people that are saying this is where we're definitely going. You know, even Gareth Soloway, all these other guys. I love them. I'm open-minded to everybody, but I don't listen to everybody else. I don't listen to them. Okay? I listen to the technical analysis. I don't listen to other traders, other people. They're not the end all of end all. Okay? They don't run the show. They don't. Okay? What they say is not gold. That is a bearish engulfing candle like you wouldn't believe. That is one of the most bearish candles I've ever seen in my life. No lie. Like, that is sad. You won't normally hear me talking this negative, but I mean, that was just like this here. Very similar. See that? And you can just see they're just feeding a lot of pain at us recently. Just insane. And they try to do it when the setup looks tasty for a move. See, this was a setup. They set people up here. I didn't trade this. I didn't post setups. I get instincts, everybody, not to trade at certain times. Like, I just get a feeling, hey, chill, right? And honestly, this comes from opening up a short even way back when. Like, when we couldn't roll over here, shorts could have been open and stayed open the whole time. You know? Talking about that short on the daily long time ago. All right. Sorry, I just have to I think after coming off and being sick for the last few days too, it just like you could just see the you know. So look, now we're making it back inside the pattern. And this is what we talked about too yesterday. Remember, I said what you don't want to see is you don't want to see this price action break back inside the pattern, right? Back inside the pattern, I mean, now you got resistance here at 38,500. Well, you previously had used it as support right here. Boom. And, you know, you thought you were out of the woods, right? And then on our way to 40K. But 40K showed that it was heavy resistance and not to be toyed with. And the heavy rejection right now. So, here we are at this resistance here. Bounce, resistance, bounce. We break that, we're definitely coming down here. Sad thing is, I'll show you something scary. Falling wedges, when they break down like really bad in like a straight line. So now is the chance we even break this falling wedge and come down here, 34K. We break 34K, that will throw me off because, you know what I mean? And we still have 2 months on the 3-month candle, but now we're hitting my 3-month idea and we're going into like, you know, so there is a chance we enter a multi-year bear market here, everyone, and this is a lot of pain. Or is a chance they're shocking people. And honestly, I can't tell you what's going to happen. I don't know. I honestly don't know. I'm open. And I've been saying I don't know where the price action has been going for a long, long time. I believe in the long run, Bitcoin, which is a scarce asset, will eventually overrun. But I believe the world's going to have to go into some crazy turmoil for people to run into Bitcoin. The masses are going to have to be jarred to buy Bitcoin. They're not. You can't bring them into a room and explain it. We've tried. We've showed them the YouTube videos. We've done the events. We've had Bitcoin Miami. We've done everything we can. I sit down and I talk to them all the time. I meet young kids in the street. I see people and I say, hey, would you buy Bitcoin? You know, is Bitcoin? And they look at me like, it's just too volatile. It just goes up and down. Like, it's just not really something that I'd be willing to, you know. And I'm looking at them like, wow. So like, okay. And so like, in my mind, like, you're going to have to see, I think, some type of like just major financial meltdowns for people to realize that they don't want to be a part of this system anymore. They don't get it. I think it's because of the banking system wanting it at a fire discount, pure manipulation. I've been seeing those long flags breaking down on a lot of similar coins as well. Glad I didn't trade any of them last night. These times test the true believers, the hodlers. Open hand is not for this world, but a closed fist. Won't be getting my EIN till the 28th, so the stocks are on hold till then. You're funny, man. It's coming. Fed stated 50 basis points July and September. No surprises. It's coming. What's coming, man? Just right, it's coming. That's it. It's awesome. It's still holding at 37,000. You can make them where you can change out the socks. I think we're going to bounce here. Green dot on market cipher B on the 15-minute time frame. 37.5, mark my words. If we break 37.5, we're going to 35K. Yeah, I don't want to say which short I'm still in. I've been very patient. I don't want to say which short I'm still in, but I've been very patient. 4 hour on the short was low for so long and missed yesterday's pump. But patience pays. Why wouldn't you tell us what short you're in? Why wouldn't you just tell us? It's kind of awesome. Like, we want to see it. A good trader reads price action. You don't make assumptions. That's why I follow this guy. It's about support and resistance levels. If they get broken, you cut your losses and take your winners. Exactly. Assuming anything will get you bagged out in trading. Look, there's no way you would have known we were going to drop at that one moment in time. 7 minute gave us some indications. I'll be honest. But that's because I'm intricate and I've been going through detailed charts for years. And even then, I was only get slight implications. You know, nothing crazy. This is a bloodbath. This is continuing to go down. Like, you see, the Dow Jones must be lower than 1,000 points now. We'll take a look at the show here. Wow, so this is a bloody Thursday, everyone. This is like a day to remember. This is a bloody day in the market. You can all say you were here in the blood, huh? Look at the Dow Jones now, 893 points. Look at that, just gave it all back. However, if it can bounce here, however, it's got more room to go down though. Look, Dow Jones looks like it's going to crush right through here, possibly double bottom again. Ugly market structure too. Ugly market structure. So I need to clear my head. At times like these, this is what I clear my head. I just look at, wow, look at that. 1, 2, 3 hours of pain. Massive dump for Bitcoin to the downside. Unbelievable. 37,700 and continuing. As I told you, if it broke this level, this is our next level of support. So look, this is our big boy level here. 38,700, we broke that. Then we had some nice chop here. Then I showed you this was our next level because we had resistance and a bounce there. We fell right through that. And now, I mean, this is just like, to me, I feel like they're the ones setting up the liquidations. Like the government is taking out the big, see what they could do is they could be printing and they could be printing out liquidations. You get it? This is like, this is nasty. This is nasty, everyone. This is nasty. Yeah. Now we need to hold this level here. Now, I mean, this is actually one of the craziest dumps I've ever seen in my life based on how fast and how much we haven't gotten a bounce yet or any market structure. Like usually from here, I'm getting a bear flag and then we go sideways and then the dump continues. Like I've seen dumps that go longer and further than this, but the complete meltdown of this dump is absolutely insane. And the careening of it, just people were just diving out of the market right now. People are diving out of the market like in droves. In droves. This could become one of the biggest crashes in history of the day. This is getting insane. Look at it. Look at it. 36,008 now. This is where I like to buy in now. This is where I'd be buying in. This is insane. There's a V-shaped recovery here. There's going to be a massive pump back up at least a little bit here. You got to jump in on these little wicks here. Look, just buying in on that wick right there. And if you get hurt, you get hurt. It's just like, just buying in on this wick right there. Look, already up 1.78% with leverage. There was a 6% gain right there on Bitcoin 3L. Right there. These are called V-shaped recoveries. This should recover back up to the upside at least. Funny, not loading my stochastics or anything. That was insane. That was insane. That's what happens when people get liquidated. That was a liquidation wick, everybody. Capitulation wick. Liquidation wick. And is it not over yet? I'm on the smaller time frame, 1 minute even. Look at the 30-second chart. 5-second chart. So, okay, 5-second chart is like 5-second chart could have showed us some type of, when we may get the ending. And when the price action moves this fast, and looks, we're trying to double bottom here. However, 5-second chart is going to tell us when the pain is trying to end. Attempting to end. But this could be a bear flag continuous down to the downside. Congratulations to anyone that jumped into a short and continued to get on in. What a beautiful short that would have been. Bang, bang, bang. A lot of coins have wicks from April 30th that may get revisited. Traders in shambles right now. I learned the hard way last year's from the previous crashes. It was coming, inevitable. Wow, 36.5. And there's the bounce off 36,400. And look, see how this is starting to bounce up now? Okay. But it may not maintain. Could be a bear flag still. We want to see this get back above this zone here. 38K. Like, we need 38K back, really, for this to kind of maintain, you know. This may not be over, everyone. We're going to try to find the bottom here live on the you know, the temporary bottom for today. In that, what a massive melee, though. Dow Jones as well. Struggling. It's kind of forming a rising wedge now, which is 68% chance of a break to the downside. Okay? If it can break up, it can break a parabolic. It's somewhat resembling a shoulder with a head and a right shoulder. Can that get us out? Very ugly one, but it's interesting. We did battle back above 35,000. I can't believe I'm on the 5-second chart right now, but you got to go to the smallest time frame you can when the price action gets out of control if you want to track like where the bottom may be. Okay. And again, I am a long-term investor. I know sometimes someone might be a long-term investor, come in here and watch me on the 5-second chart and be like, that is ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? And just want to turn off my channel. I understand that mentality, but I try to find temporary bottoms for the people so people can take a deep breath and realize that everything's going to be all right. Like, I try to quell the masses here. So look, we are secondary higher lows. We're making our way up out of this. We are finally digging out. We really haven't made this much of a reversal since the entire dump. You see that? Wow, that was a massive liquidation dump right there. That was insane. That was insane. Whalebot wrecked. And let's see how many more people got absolutely liquidated short now at 37.1. Liquidated short. Look at that. Liquidating the short so fast. That's how fast they liquidated someone who's shorting. But liquidated the long. 200,000, 500,000, 150,000, 300,000, 140,000, 125,000, 200,000. Unreal. Now this thing is like this. Sad to say, I mean, this is a rising wedge that wants to break down. This may not be over. We could see like we break 35K and 31K, and then we sweep the 30K lows, right? Is this the final shakeout? I mean, I'll tell you why I don't believe it's the final shakeout, because when I look at the daily time frame, the daily is looking like it may, I don't know. See? Never really did much. Pretty weird, right? It like rolled over, didn't really roll over. I actually saw it higher too, like on another chart, which is weird. I would have sworn it was like getting up into here. But that's bearish for the daily now, and the daily dumping down. That's trying to get a bearish cross there. And that's a bearish engulfing candle. You can put like every single candle in here inside of it. Like it ate the entire pattern. It's not a good sign at all. Very bearish. Very bearish. Okay. For now. But very bearish for now. And I'm sorry, I'm on the 5-second just to try to get us some clarity here, everyone. Try to figure out where this will end. This is insanity. Shout out to all my lovers of life. Shout out to all my crypto lovers, man. Appreciate each and every one of you. Everyone that's here, man, thank you for being here. 434 people on the dump. Can I get the likes up to the watchers? I would greatly appreciate it. I'm one of the few YouTubers out here showing you the way, guiding you through this insane dump. Most people would never show up. Most people would never be able to run a channel through this. Most people would never have the patience, gall, calmness, or the mental clarity to see you through. Can I get the likes up to the watchers? It would be the nicest thing you could do for me. Especially coming through on a day like today. 437 viewers, 247 likes. That's just not the life your way. I know there's a bunch of new people here. Hit that like button, everybody. And I'll also be live today on Around the Blockchain, the show that's on the second or third biggest channel of all of cryptocurrency, BitBoy. So check out BitBoy. I'll be on Around the Blockchain today at 5 o'clock. We'll be discussing the absolute massacre that went on, the Thursday bloodbath for Bitcoin that just occurred You could not believe it. And no indicator really would have gotten you ready for that. That was just a massive dump. The 1 hour was low when it began. The 1 hour was low on the stochastics when it began. Manipulation is manipulation, everybody. Manipulation is manipulation. One's man's cash is another man's treasure. Short of the F out of mana. Hey, there you go. What does liquidation means? Take my money. You're the man, dude. Shout out to Farmer D. I'm the lone survivor. Gallo liquidated 0.01 and Bitcoin liquidation at 34K. I would have never been able to spot if it wasn't for what I learned in this group. OC Benji, my man. My short got me paid. Look at that. The altcoin should rip Bitcoin dominance falling. That's what you don't get, man. It doesn't all. You're like, oh, 37,000 for Bitcoin. We're starting to level off. All right. You can see now that even by the 5 second, we're starting to level off. Okay. Starting to level off. And why? Well, now we can say we're trying to make this falling wedge here, which can break back to the upside, right? It's just a 5 second. Don't put a lot of chart on. But we're just trying to see when the brakes would actually grip the tar. Trying to get a screech. Finally, like a major high or low here on the 5 second chart. I can't believe I'm saying that. But finally, a major high or low on the 5 second chart. Could be double bottom out of this. V-shaped recovery possible. Wow. Wow. I can't believe what we just saw. We saw it live. Like, we watched it live. Like, I was like, this is what, and then, House of Cards. House of Cards. So is the Federal Reserve basically propping people? Who knows? They could have people. They could be creating accounts. And they could be getting them to leverage trade in large amounts. And then they could be taking the price of Bitcoin down through the leverage traders. It's sad to say, but that could be happening. Right? I'm just, these are conspiracy theories, I guess. But they're just thoughts. Do they, because it seems like they don't like Bitcoin at all. So 37,500 all the way back up to 37K. That's what I was saying. These are the wicks you buy into. I said it live on the camera. I said I would buy into this wick right here. Bang, bang, bang. 7 minute. Can it V-shape recovery? Can it get back above 38,000? We get back above 38,000 and it's kind of like, it's okay. It's okay. We can breathe. That was insane. That was insane. Right now, we actually extend this. We could say we're back in. We're in the pattern. You could say we're back in this pattern technically. Okay. Wow. And there we have it. Right back into the falling wedge. Insane. And we're getting bought back up pretty fast right now. People buying that Bitcoin up. Buying that Bitcoin up. The daily though, it could flatline. It could flatline and not cross, but right now we have to suggest that there's more downside. 4 hour as well has more downside. It's not done yet. Let's see if the 1 hour can actually get a bounce back to the upside. All right. And you don't have to trade today. You could wait for the dust to settle. You want to see where your next low is. Like, you want to see if you make a high and you don't get back above here. So like you desperately need to get back above 38. Even I'll go with, if you don't get above 39K, I mean, look for more downside, because what you're going to do is you're going to hit the top of this channel. You're going to recover back up here and then roll over, because that's resistance right there. Even if you hit here, you're going to roll over. So your best possible bet is rolling over here for a retest and then getting through. Even if you get here and you roll over, because there's resistance, and there's resistance. Okay. You have 1, 2, 3. Look, price couldn't get above resistance. Price couldn't get above resistance. Price couldn't get above resistance. All these places are heavy, heavy resistance. Okay. All my limit buys got hit. They're not happy until everyone loses all their money. I know, it's crazy. How do people look to Bitcoin now? Glad I took my profit. Been rocking with the Lifer over a year now. Not surprised by his growth. Lifer is the GOAT. Shout out to Michael Olin, man. I love you. Dang, 26,005 would have been more funner. Hey, it may not be over yet, man. Buy the blood. Storm detector. Puerto Rico here. My man. My short got me paid. I love hearing that. The altcoin should rip. Bitcoin dominance falling. I'm crying right now. Dara, why are you crying? Buy that dump. One man's trash. Is it Phantoms 3S's time? I love you, Lifer. Black Ranger Airsoft. Love you too. I would have never been able to spot it if it wasn't for what I learned in this group. Shout out to you, man. Thank you for saying that. Tell everyone that you made money shorting the market and you did it with it. What up, Bostonian? Got the stables ready. What's going on, Jordan? How you been, my friend? How you been? Yeah, that was a nasty move. Unbelievable. If this keeps up, I won't be able to afford lemon juice or honey. Get a job, man. You got to work. Dump ain't done yet. Charts say we go lower. That's what I'm saying. Lifer, what do you think of Crow? I'm not a fan of it, and I never bought into it. I thought it was a good longevity coin because they had bought the name of the stadium, and I thought it was great that they were giving rewards. When I found out they crushed their rewards from like 13 to 3% or something horrible, I just was like, come on, man. Then everyone got out of them, and their price dumped too, so it's kind of sad, you know. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Shout out to all my Jordan. Did Jordan's peoples come through with Jordan? Thank you, Jordan. I appreciate it, man. I know you brought your peoples in. Shout out to 500 people on the live stream, everybody. We got 500 people on the live because nobody likes to stream when the pain is there. But I'll be here every single day. If you're just coming in, if you've just watched my channel for the first time, I'm the Crypto Lifer. Welcome to the Lifer Show. You are the Lifers. Thank you for sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Everybody, can we get the likes up to the watchers? 500 likes would be amazing. We got 500, 600 likes before. We could do it again. So we're looking at a Bitcoin and seeing it can V-shape recovery. 15-minute and the 1 hour both suggest that we will get a bounce here to the upside. Can we get the bounce? Stochastics RSI do not stay low forever. Okay? Stochastics RSI do not stay low forever. All right? So everybody, if you're new, you just jumped in and you watched this melee, levels to watch. Well, we had you at this channel. We broke back into the channel. Let me delete this nonsense here. I don't want to think these newbies come in and they think it's all, no, it's neat charts. It's nice and labeled price action. And we'll show you even how to use TradingView nicely. But let's see this price note. Bang, look at that. And then you can Apple C, Apple V. Apple C, Apple V, which is control and copy paste. And then you can set your limits and your levels. So 35,007 was in waiting. We had breached 36,750 and we were on our way. However, we had banged back up above it. And now we are holding barely back above 37,000. And that's also the bottom of this channel. So it would be a nice place for us to hold. Funny Powell said he works for the American people. But the truth is that he works for the private investors who own shares in the Federal Private Reserve Bank. Exactly. He doesn't work for us at all because it's a private entity. Yeah. Where are we going? Looking to get a good dip. Gains on the drop. That's the lessons we learned every day in the trading group, no matter the market direction. Thanks again, Sam. Gains on the drop. Yes, and Sean, if you could take a picture of these and make sure they end up in the testimonials. I'll take a picture too, but I end up posting them, and it's like, it's weird when I post into the testimonials, right? But check it out. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. You know, sad that we have to get the most viewers when Bitcoin dumps the most. But it is what it is. I'll take it any way I get it because it's consistency, and that's what the key is. So, and we talked about, that's why I would buy into the wick. You heard me screaming at 36,005. I was like, I'd buy into this wick. I'd buy into this wick right now. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I do and say or should be taken as such. Okay? But you got to do whatever makes you happy. Sam the man. Shout out to Aromatic Genetics. Appreciate you, brother. Aromatic Genetics. Sounds good. Dollar isn't destroyed at all. People want the info even though they don't know why things are happening. Yeah. So look, we're going to duplicate this real quick. And we're going to look at the dollar index. The dollar index is really, I want to see if it breached because this is telling me that the dollar probably broke. That was crazy. When I look at this, I can't even believe what I'm looking at. It destroyed like a week of like all that. Look at that. Just, wow. Wow. That's insane. It did breach, didn't it? And you've been calling it. You've been saying it's going to breach. No, it did not breach yet. Technically, see, it didn't breach this high here. See that? 1038. Had a nice pump, but that big dump kind of made it so that pump wasn't enough. Take a look at the daily. Actually, no, I got another dollar index chart, right? Where's my... There it is. So you claim it breached. Let's take a look here. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate all 495. We had 500 people on the live jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here, fellow Bostonians. So look, it did not breach, Preston. It did not breach. See, it's got to get above my green zone. It's got to get above my green zone. It kind of did breach though a little bit. All right. Still at heavy resistance, but it's getting, oh man. It's trying to breach. Sad thing is though, is look, the daily. The daily is oversold and about to make a move back. I mean, it could actually, and the daily could give you a little more lower, but I mean, that's what's strange about this too, is this move defied the oscillators a bit here. But this is coming down, has a little more down, but look, that can pump. Bitcoin could technically dump again, and then, yikes. So, I keep hugging on that weekly and the 2-week chart, which are showing that you're very overbought, and you must get a move back down. You also broke parabolically out of a rising wedge on the dollar on the weekly. Look at that. And I've been showing this weekly support zone that you don't get above usually. And it's been up, it's been there since 2017. All right. So the dollar really, if the dollar gets above this, it's bad news for Bitcoin. And we could see even lower Bitcoin. I'm telling you right now. So how the dollar moves is going to show a lot. Bitcoin broke the bottom of his wedge. DXY is going to breach of Bitcoin doesn't snap back into the wedge. Yeah. 5-minute Bitcoin not holding. 3-month chart, please, on DXY. You'll trip. I mean, it says it's got more. Yeah, look, the 3-month chart says it's got a little more movement. And it's just getting started. And I think we've gone over this already. Look, because I have it in this, see? But it could roll over, see? It could roll over on us. Back to the downside here. I've gone over this 3-month chart. You can see my work on it. Okay. Bitcoin is washed up. Wow, people are hating now. Asia markets have been closed for a holiday all week and open back up tonight, U.S. time. Should be pretty volatile tonight too, I think. Oh, wow, that's crazy. I buy on the blood. Good morning, Livers. Kevin Tam. It's been a while, Kevin. It's been a while. How you been, man? So inflation is 8% and the DXY is pumping. The world economy is broken. The more the markets fall, the more dollars enter circulation. Yeah, it's so weird. They're creating a perfect storm, man. They're creating a perfect storm. We got this, Lifer. There's so many new peeps here today. What are some action plans with stable coins and short coins for when dumps like this happen? Sam, you're the voice of reason in the flood of FUD. You're so awesome for coming out every single day to teach. Wen Dizzle, thank you for showing up with a $100 super chat, showing them how strong our community is. I appreciate what you did for me there. I get you 110%. You're the best. Well, yeah. So when the market does this, everybody, we make money shorting the market on shorts. You know what I'm saying? For instance, the last few days we've been looking at Sol 3S, which all had fallen out of the patterns and like didn't look scrumptious this morning, but took a move. So we look at Sol 3S USDT on KuCoin, and you can see, look at the massive move that made today. So that's going to give you, and look, that was in a shoulder, head into shoulder on the 15-minute. So if you did a deep dive look into that, and then boom, as Bitcoin dumped, this played out very, very nicely. I also was looking at this recently, and you can see me, I'm looking at it, and I was like, it looked like it was going to move back to the upside. I was looking at the daily time frame, right? Although I think I was looking at the 4-hour. So the 4-hour, yeah, the 4-hour had this oversold region here. And I was like, yeah, they've made this thing fall out of the pattern, but if it can get itself back in, and I just doing this thing for Solana 3S, and I was like, this looks like it can boom back up 34%. I mean, today it made a big gain. 29% in an hour for, like, basically that whole Bitcoin dump, 30% gains on Sol 3S. So no matter what the market does, there's money to be made in the market. And my group knows how to do that. We have a video, a tutorial. We have free videos on how to short and long the market. Really. If you're new, everyone, if you're new right now, join the Discord. You don't have to pay anything. The link is in the description. Okay. Love Learning, I think, also posted the link, and I can pin it. But the idea is this is where you want to be, everyone. And it's also on my Twitter. If you go to my Twitter, at CryptoLifer33, and check it out. And this is the fast-paced, energetic live stream, everybody. If you've ever been to something like this, we talk like a sports announcer. We keep it moving. Oh, my Lord. Bitcoin dumps, LOL. And there he is, man, my man Jordan. What up? What up? Always supporting me, and I always support him. It is what it is, man. You know. Yeah, you, not regulators, should be able to choose public securities that are right for you and your family. If you agree, join us in telling regulators you oppose limitations on your investment. I do. The fact that I can't get into pre-sales and small things. Dude, we love you, Crypto Love. Where is Crypto Love's YouTube channel? We demand it back. Where is Crypto Love's channel, man? Help us get his channel back. So here's my Discord. Here's the link to the Discord here. It is pinned. And that's the link here. I want to grab it from the Discord and post it in here. So join the trading group, everyone. And honestly, why I'm telling you, you don't have to do anything for this link. You can join the public server. Once you join the server, right? Once you join that server that's posted here by my amazing group, I'm going to pin this message here. You can get access to free learning immediately, which is pretty cool. So you don't have to pay anything. You get nothing. I basically provide free value. How to trade crypto, 5 essential tools, get started on the crypto trading mindset. These videos will break down so much. This is a good video. It just gives you tools you need. The browser, how to get your passwords saved, where to keep them. So much awesome information inside of here in the server. Jump on in today. I'd greatly appreciate it. Maybe nothing. Anyway, moving forward. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. So, everyone has a vision. Everyone has an idea. We will see which ones play out and which ones don't. Let's take a look at the total market cap of all of cryptocurrency. We look at this every single day. It's definitely something, it's a big deal to look at. All right, we went over it in depth yesterday, made a nice little neat formation for this. That's another thing on this channel. We go over Bitcoin dominance, total 3, the dollar index, the Dow Jones, gold, silver. The first hour, we really go over an entire picture of the world markets to kind of give us an example of, kind of give us a good feeling of what's happening so we can make better decisions on all our trades. So look, 1.65 trillion is a big deal. We've been here before. We've been here. We've been here. We bounced once. No, we bounced once. We bounced twice. We bounced 3. We bounced 4. The more times you hit a level, the more likely it's willing to break. And so, we bounced off it again here, and it's just not holding. We're about to bounce off it for a 6th time. $1.65 trillion. We got rejected by 1.91. We fell through 1.8. Look, rejection here at 1.8 trillion. So we break this, we're coming back down to $1.54 trillion. This market is going to get squeezed. So without Discord group, you are just aimlessly wandering around crypto without any direction. Jesus wandered. Jesus wondered. You didn't even spell it right, being a smartass. When you're a smartass, you kind of have to do it right, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I love you, Preston, but sometimes you act like a 15-year-old kid. You know that, right? Maybe you are. I don't know. But you give me the impression of like a very immature, or you just spent a lot of time alone, haven't been around a lot of people. I don't know. Now I'm being rude. But you know why I get a little... You know why? Because you mess with Rodney, and then I got a little, so you kind of, Preston got owned. Yo, that's funny, man. Super chats. MRI, COOHA, FIRO, Luna 3S, 4-hour low, daily pushing up. Shots fired, duck. Talk to text, don't like me. Yeah. Well, maybe you should write down. I have Asperger's. Now he's gonna try to use that as like a thing, so everyone feels bad that yeah. So do I. How's that? I have Asperger's too, man. No, I really might. Like, I'm on spectrum, so don't even play. You can't beat the inside here. That's why everyone else makes predictions. See how track the data. That's why I can only be found here. Shout out to Michael Pott. We love you. So look, if we break 165, we're coming to 1.54 trillion. And we must hold $1.65 trillion. You know, we must. What I don't like right here is this daily curve. Not a good look. Doesn't mean it's over for now, but it's not a good look. What we need to pray for is that like the 1 hour eventually will have to recover. They pin it here. They manipulate it. It's been manipulated down here like 4 or 5 times in the last 6 months. Trying to find where they really pinned it one time. It was insane. Like right there was a pinnery. And they just kept, like we were low here. And then they just, this is one of those right here. They had it in the flag. You were kind of low in the Stokes. And then they just, they drilled it. They drilled it. This is one of the craziest pins I've ever seen though. What I mean pin is when they pin the price, the stochastic's so low. Look at this. That's a pinner. That's pinning. But that's heavy pinning right there. And then they drop the price. Okay. Doesn't look as bad when you look at it in the total market cap. You know, you're like, all right, it's another day in the markets. We could V-shape recovery. And let's see, the 1 hour does need a, the 1 hour suggests you do need a bounce back. You do need to bounce back. Total 3, which is all the altcoins, they took a beat down. Look at that. That's sad. What I don't like is when you breach a channel and then you like fall right back in, right? So we've been talking about this bigger channel for the altcoins. And we're not out of, it's not over yet. Like it's not horrible, but basically we can't go below $600 billion. We break 600 billion, look for a bearish retest of 6 billion, and then look for, coming back down to maybe this support line at 400. I mean, if $200 billion leave the altcoins, that's going to be that's going to be a bloodbath. So we're right there. We're right there. And the daily's doing this funky curve that I'm not a fan of right now. At all. At all. It's not yet. Okay, total 3 isn't curving as bad as total, which is crazy, but it's still curving. Let's take a look at the 4 hour. 4 hours pointing to the downside with more momentum. I mean, that tells me that there's more pain coming, which then tells me that we could breach the trend, which tells me that we break the bigger channel, which is not a good sign, everybody. Sad for me because I don't like predicting what I don't like to say, okay? I'm not even predicting things. I'm just showing probabilities, but S&P about to drop 40% and Bitcoin to 23,000. If it's obvious, it's obviously wrong. It's not the case, man. It's not the case. Because it's not obvious to a lot of other people. That's the problem. You know? See? I don't like to belong to communities. So even if I was, I wouldn't be a part of the community. So don't tell me what to do ever again for the rest of your life. All right? I have ODD. Do not tell me what to do for the rest of your life. I quit a job and got rid of my boss. So don't tell me to join a society. Don't tell me to do anything. Okay? Don't tell me what to do, man. All right? Ever again for the rest of your entire life. All right? You don't get it. Preston been messing with me since I had a channel. I mess with him. These hikes are digging into my holdings. Exactly. It's not good, man. It's not good at all. Neurodivergent crypto interpreters. We think differently. That's why we're all here. Exactly. You need to join the Basic Ape Society. You're funny, man. Keep bringing it. Shout out to Keeler TA. I love you, brother. Take a vacation because I said so. LOL. Yeah, you're funny. Phantom 3L time. Only society I belong to is the Ape Society. Preston Collins. Get a bidet. You're funny, man. Yeah. Got to get lifted off. I have a bidet. All right. Good time to buy in the love, the red looking for the bottoms. 3S. This guy got great vibes. Subculture, thank you, man. Plunge protection team coming in hot. So we need to hold $1.65 trillion for the total market cap. And total 3, we really need to hold $600 billion, you know. We did get a wick back up there right now so far, and we're holding, but, you know, that's what we got as the halfway through the daily movement. Like, that's tough, you know. Not related to the basic ape society. They must ripped us off. Funny. Sammy for president. Thank you. Hit that like button, peeps. Hey, that's what they're asking. They want me to be president. That's what they're asking for. That's what the people want. I got to give the people what they want, baby. I got to give the people what they want. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate every one of you. We got 100 people came and left. I don't know why. They were the Jordan people. Jordan, are you still here, man? Jordan, let me know if you're still out there in the universe, Jordan. Fellow mass. So I was kicking myself yesterday evening for not accumulating more crypto while low. So now we got to look like just another opportunity to accumulate in HODL for a pump. That'll come. Don't kick yourself. Don't get emotional, see? They got in your head yesterday. I always said everyone, you know what's funny? I told everyone to not get emotional and not worry about it. If you're in my trading group, I said, don't worry about these pumps. You didn't miss anything. 100 days will come and go like this. You know? Are you alive, Jordan? CMAS, thank you so much for the package, man. I think it's coming today or tomorrow, or the 7th. I'm so excited, man. You're the best, dude. Black Friday, I'm eyeballing 34K to buy. 35K. This is more than just a trading group. It's an emotional support group for days like this. I love this family. Shout out to Jedi M, man. We love you. We love you. Support you and yours, man. So gold. What is gold doing on such a tough day? I got gold in this wedge here on the daily, likely to break to the upside. So trading gold looks good. Pax G might be a bit of a move here. Pax G in crypto. Let's go, Bitcoin. Let's go. You're beautiful. Shout out to Paulo Cesar. Looks like flagging for more downside. 90% of crypto is on the spectrum, pretty sure. Myself included. You're funny, man. Oh, man. Ain't that the truth, though? Ain't that the truth? Let's take a look at Bitcoin dominance. And remember when I said yesterday it looked like Bitcoin was going to take a nasty drop? Remember? And we said because Bitcoin dominance was going to pump, and so was Tether dominance. And it didn't look good that Tether dominance wanted to make a big move on the 4-hour time frame. Remember that? Kind of weird, but yesterday we had this like foreshadowing that there could be some pain coming, right? I remember going over it. Look, we pumped on the 1 hour on Tether dominance. Flash crash incoming. That already happened, dude. What are you talking about? Bitcoin to 28K with fake pumps on the way down, then proper reversal. Everyone wants to call what's happening. How about this? I don't know where Bitcoin's going to go. I don't know where any stock's going. And you become a profitable trader when you don't know where the price action goes. You just take what the probabilities of the charts give you. My limit order got picked up on this dip and set a lower one now. Either way, I'm cool with it. And I set a lower one now. I think there's need to be a chart pattern test for the spectrum. Bitcoin 30K, don't see it. Voted for you yesterday, Miss Wendy. I know nothing but my own ignorance. There you go. I dodged like 20K bullet by tethering up. Call me a panic seller. Yep, sure I am. A smart one too, right? Have a great day. Hey, man. I love it, David. I love it. They're chewing people up right now. They're chewing through people. Like, that's what they do. That's what they do. Okay? This is old, I'm like about to say. Everyone wants to see at levels on the S&P. We're going to take a look at levels in the S&P. Don't worry, we're not done with Bitcoin yet. We're going to clean up the mess in a second. We're going to clean up the mess in a second. So you see the XBS, I got it in this up-down channel until it breaches this channel, it's okay, right? It's not the worst thing in the world. Daily's still pointing up with momentum. 4 hours just getting started, though. That's horrible. See that. Dang, man. My trading style is so complete. I hate, it can kind of tell me that's no good. That's like a broadening falling wedge or something. That is bearish. Try to say it was in this and it fell out, trying to get back in. Once it goes back in, it's in the channel again. But when the 4 hour is high, it's likely you get a dump. And how do you get a dump when the 4 hour hasn't even dumped yet? To me, that shows signs of more pain for the S&P. All right. And that's how I trade. Whenever the 4 hour is high, I bail or I short the market. So that's telling me that's going down. A nasty downside. I don't like the show, but I go on to see if Livers on and vote live. I think usually Fridays, though. I'm on every Thursday now. All coins down 20, 30% on 3S. You think you have more downside? Well, chat, I got to go and see what I could do for the city downtown with the current affairs. I'll be back. Have a wonderful rest of your stream. Troll you later. So you have a job? And my city's lost its mind yesterday and today. Portland? Ohio? While everyone is wondering where Bitcoin is going, the gains today have been incredible. Thanks to this channel. Much appreciated. Michael Pa making gains. Well, thank you, Michael Pa. Much respect to you and yours. My right shoulder's acting up now. Always something. Always something. I'm still not happy with my Bitcoin analysis. Like, I didn't get where I need to go with Bitcoin today. Does Lifer still stream every day, every single day without a day off, man? Have never taken a day off. Only you took a day off. I didn't. Show number 463 or 464, I think, showed 464 without a day off, man. Just making sure you saw the message, Luna 3S. I'm going to take a look at all the super chats in a second. I promise. I'm personally not happy with my Bitcoin analysis. It's not done yet. It wasn't done properly, wasn't done correctly. I got more to go here. Look at the all-time history index. I'm going to delete all my work again. I gotta come to terms with what I feel is happening here. And I got to find my own feeling. I do this for everyone, but I also do it for myself. Remember, it's why I'm able to do the channel so much, because it's as if I would do this alone. I would be at home doing my same 2 hour analysis, probably from like 10 to 12, maybe 8 to 11. I do one even a little earlier too as well. So daily time frame is getting a bearish cross here, or trying to, okay? And we did, I could say, in my opinion, this was a falling wedge that broke out. The reason why, because if I adjust this, you create too much of a gap, okay? And now we're back in the falling wedge on the daily. So as long as you can stay in this, you don't breach this lower trend line, then you could assume that we could still break out of this to the upside. And they was just getting all the liquidity before they packed their bags. Okay. You mark daily support and resistance. You have heavy resistance now at 37,000, which is crazy, right? 37K is now resistance. You have resistance at 39,000, which you were just at yesterday, which is crazy. And then you have support at these two main areas, right where you're at. You break the support, it's likely you come to 34,000. You see that on the daily. So now I got a good sense of what's happening here. It makes sense. We break this level, we come even lower to 34. And we're getting a bearish cross, and the 4 hour still has momentum to the downside. So it's likely we see $34,000 Bitcoin, right? Am I wrong here? I mean, okay. I mean, we shorted the 4 hour yesterday, the other day, nailed it. We shorted the 4 hour yesterday, or the day before there, and then we even shorted, we had a short coming, and the same thing happened again, right? So you guys buying this crash? Honestly, this is the first time you didn't see me open up my wallet and start buying Bitcoin right away. Because I'm not, I still see some signs. Like if I saw the daily loop in and a V-shaped recovery, but we're not getting that, right? Also, I can flip to that 5-second chart, and that's going to really kind of show you what's happening. I know it's crazy. It's the 5-second chart, but it's going to give you some insight. And you can see, like, we haven't got, like, we're making a bear flag possibly, like I was showing you before. Which more downside? And you take the length of this pole, and that's... The channels are going to tell you, and if you go to the smallest place to find where you're going, 35,000 is the measured move here. So this 5-second chart tells you could even see more downside. Okay? And I don't want you trading the 5-second, and I never have. I'm just using it for insight right now because I have nothing really else to go on. 1-minute chart I can use now. It's a bear flag, and you're not breaching previous highs. 5-minute chart as well is doing a similar thing. Okay? Yes, at least the pain stopped when we started to go sideways. That's why you stopped. Like, it was just massive pain. Like, there was just like, when it was going to end. When was this going to end? It was just boom. And finally, it's slowing down, but it doesn't mean it's over. Look, you're about to dump here on the 5-minute, and this says it's going to 35,000. So this may not be over, everybody. This may not be over. Daily and the 4-hour just getting started to the downside. Yikes. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing more downside going. So, in that case, we slip to a short Phantom 3S. Flip to a short. Okay. Thank you for busting out the 5-second chart. Brilliant. All good tradesmen have tools for every occasion. Yeah, only use it when you need it. Only use it when you need it. It's not something you want to be like abusing, So let's take a look at this. Phantom 3S. And I suggested this thing had legs. Looked like Phantom was going down to 58 cents. I was very confused when I saw it kind of bump back up the way it was going. I said, it doesn't make sense. And even the 4-hour was very overbought. What I teach my students and everybody else is on this channel is to negate anytime price action leaves the channel. So here's a beautiful channel. Price action left this. You erase it like it never happened. And you can just act like price action was inside the channel like so. And it's still here and it's ready to move to the upside. Now you want to go to like the 4-hour time frame and you want to see what it looks like. All right? And you want to see if you have momentum, if you have legs, what it looks like. Okay? Give it a second to load here. And look, it has momentum. And this is telling you that you're highly likely to have some big movements back up here. So Phantom 3S, shorting Phantom. Interesting enough, like this is looking like could be the play. Okay? Phantom makes the most money when you short it for whatever reason. All right. Last low wick was 34.5, February 24th. So 34.5 is possible. What wick will get candlesticked going down? We need the Sammy Cup in handy on the 4-hour. So we are driving to hell, Felipe. Yes, sir. I've been on Phantom 3S and it's running. See? Grace, what were you shorting? She's like, I don't want to tell everyone what I was shorting. She's like, I'm gonna keep my wins a secret. Funny. Only voted because I thought it was you who hangs here. It is me. Got to get some dynamic stretches in. Helps the body feel good. Yeah, you do. Mad support for the children and education. Love your stream, Sam. I'm hiding at work to watch you, brother. Smart man, dude. I love it. I remember those days. Not easy, right? Not easy. 30K, baby. We need to say Sammy Cup and Handy. What will all that liquidity... Yeah, where will all the liquidity go? Political bribes and lawyers? I know, like, where is all the money going, right? Like, where is all the money going? It's insane, right? But look, this has a MACD cross approaching. Stochastics RSI are low with a curve. RSI is low with a curve. Stochastics RSI. Everything wants to make a move here. Everything wants to make a move here. So I'm saying we're back in the channel. So what do? You go to the 1 hour, which we know is overbought compared to the rest of, because it's up. And so we want this channel, we got to wait for this to cool off. Set an alert down here. When this alert hits, that's the sweet spot for me personally. And what we want to do is we want to watch this interact with the moving averages and probably just come down and bounce at the bottom of the channel. This would be great if it just comes here and bounces. That would be our entry, somewhere here, or if it breaks out and bounces. So 2 areas. Suggesting that the shorting is not over yet. Stock market up 3% yesterday, now down 4%. Yeah. The money is back in BlackRock's Aladdin software. Funny. Yeah, exactly. Being siphoned by their risk management software. The crazy dump only means one thing. Zero Legion sold part of his Bitcoin bag. You're funny. Please check out Sol, specifically 3N3S depth in depth chart. Are you taking notes? This knowledge is be giving out here is priceless. 9,750 in 2 months. Trust me, I know. Luke Williams. Okay, Luke. Anything is possible. Anything is possible, but anything is possible. 2 signs of life. MCDX is going all green on the 15, 7, and 15, and almost bottomed, and all green on the 1 hour. Also, the RSI is hanging at the bottom of the channel and supported by the weighted moving average. Yes and no. I just go by the charts, man. I'm seeing that 5 minute ain't happy right now. So this is an idea here. Wait for the 1 hour to cool off and then continue to trade this short back on up. Phantom 3S. That's what I'm looking at. Everybody, won't be a lot posted in the trading group today. Come to the live stream to get your information. Okay? This is like an emergency day. Like, this is an emergency live stream. This is where people need to be paying attention. Okay? What do you think is safer right now in the long run? Long, S, or shorts? I think a major imbalance is being formed on Bitcoin. This is stock market day traders, not crypto. This is stock market day traders, not crypto. What are you talking about? Huh? I can never understand what's going on. The real dad bod, always a beginner. I never came to the stream without my pen and paper. She's funny, man. Super chats, MRI, COOHA, and FIRO. We'll take a look at that. Let's see what happened to COOHA. Did it dump like the rest of the world? It actually, it was just, it's been in this slow trend. Kind of looks like it may pop, bro, right? Like, eventually. It's like a giant cup and handle. Look at that. Sammy cup and heady to the upside. Still got to keep the vibes up no matter what. Got to keep the vibes up no matter what. You know why? Because I almost lost my life. And you could die tomorrow. I still got healthy kids, healthy family. Everything's going well. So what that I lost $180,000 in the last 2 minutes? You know, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? You know, BitBoy, he's got a multi-million-dollar portfolio. He probably, you know, everyone with bigger money, bigger portfolios lost even more. You know? A lot of people did bail at 42K. Remember, that was the idea. If we breached 42K, it was time to get out of the market. Seemed like it was a smart idea at that point. Now, you know, I appreciate the heads up. I'll have my eyes on the charts around that time. Michael Pa, make it stop. What do you think it's safer right now in the long run? Long or shorts? Check the weighted moving average on the RSI. It tends to support the Stokes and keep them high, specifically on the 15, 5, and 7. It tends to keep the Stokes. It tends to support the Stokes. Sorry, I don't do that. So I can't think of. I can't change my mind right now out of nowhere. Yo, Sammy, do you think it's safe to buy into XLM XRP for the next 5 to 10 minutes, to send it to Bybit Exchange and then flip into USDT? I mean, do whatever makes you happy. I can't tell you, but like, it moves so fast. I don't think you're gonna lose money. Yeah, what you're saying is if I move it fast enough, I mean, it moves so fast, you should be fine. But again, anything is possible. Don't quote me on that. Dude, you gotta, you know, that's your idea. You're gonna take that idea. I've done it and it worked fine for me. So, you know what I'm saying? I do see this in a cup and handle. It resistance, but it has another level here that it's kind of holding. See, even right here, see where you had this like resistance there and you're there? You're very oversold on the 1 hour, okay? This was good, but pullback for altcoins in a way, right? They should all be low on the 4 hour and the 1 hour now. 15 minutes, like they should all be at the ground, you know? So yeah, this is something, you know, again, I don't like to trade when when I have to trade. I like to trade once the market kind of gives me a better structure. If you're on this channel and haven't learned something, you're not paying attention. I've been here like a month and I can see the difference. Quality control candles. Thank you so much, man. I love you for saying that. Whoever hasn't hit the like button, please do so. I'm starting to check the likes. Please have them ready. No other MetaMask course out there covers what the Lifer teaches. You know what the Lifer knows and more. Everyone, I have a MetaMask course. Great time to get into that course. Why? Because you can make money even when the market completely stinks. Okay? You can make money when the market completely stinks. You could, right now, you can take some of your money, stack it in a stable coin, and make 20% APY a year on your money. Imagine being able to make 20% APY a year. I can teach you that immediately. Right now, I'm staking cake for GMT. You can stake some assets for more assets. You can stake stable coins. That way, you don't even have to take a beat down when the market goes down. You just get to take the love when the market goes up, and then take the stable coin money out, right? And then use it to your advantage. So, like, basically what you do is you put your money into these stable coin assets, you know. Here's the MetaMask course. It's Friday. It's this Friday. It's not every Friday. It's the first Friday of every month. But jump on in, man. First Friday of every month. Jump on in. Your guide to MetaMask and DeFi. And I teach you how to connect to the top 7 chains. It's $125 for the class, but you can start making that money back immediately just by staking. A lot of people have told me they started staking immediately. Another person took the class, got their money out of Crow, moved it to KuCoin, saved so much money immediately. And with what happens with Crow and their staking, they saved even more. There's better rewards, better staking all around throughout the internet. Find it. Check it out here. Check out the MetaMask course. It'll blow your mind. All right. COOHA. Someone wanted me to go over COOHA. Crypto down as long as the S&P 500 goes down. Acting like a tech stock so far. Oil and natural gas look toppy. Commodities down. Even gold is down, which is total. No. It's not totally illogical. Every time you see a massive decline in markets, you'll see even gold go down. People will run into people that lack money. They losing money in the stock market. You know, Fang is dead. Alt soon rip. Daniel. No new people will buy this. No new people will buy this, or no new people will buy this. Interesting. Lifer mentality is rock solid. Sign up for all the classes and more with the links under the video right now. Check them out and use them. Thank you for saying that. I'm just reading the comments. If I wasn't in this group, I would have had a ton of open trades that would have taken a pounding. This alone paid for a year's membership. So glad to be a part of the group, man. I love people saying that. Thank you so much for saying that, man. I stake USDT on Terra Protocol. We need to wait for the new crop of people to come in. Massive buy order at 34K, at 35K on BOKMAP. Let's take a look at BOKMAP. Good time to look at BOKMAP, see what's brewing, see if there's any whales trying to get down real quick and see what goes on. What is BOKMAP? BOKMAP is where you can see where whales are hiding liquidity, where people are where they want to jump in or jump out. You can see order books, and you can see where large orders are on the order book. We also have liquidations and other things that are coming through. I got to add it. I got to do some work here. I've been sick the last few days, so any extracurricular work I've been passing off by just getting to the charts and getting to my trading group. Haven't been able to do tons of meetings. Haven't been able to really put out that extra. I usually work at like 1,010%. I was working at 110%, you know, this week. But yeah. Just got to set up an update real quick. Let it run for a quick second so we can get some liquidity out on the map. And then we're going to show you the BTC USDT perp. Okay. Might have to reboot my system. Not sure what's up. I got GDAX going. It's telling me the market is closed right there. I don't know if something happened there. I'll have to reboot that. So, okay. So we're battling right now. This is BOKMAP right here. And you can see we're battling huge sell order 38K. So now they're like 38K, thou shall not pass. 79 Bitcoin right there. This is just GDAX. And this could be built up bigger too. We usually look at the perpetuals, but something wasn't going on right there. I don't know exactly know what. I think I got to reboot my whole system. So look, but you got huge buy orders at 25,000, 20,000 now. That's crazy. I haven't seen orders that low. And now you can see the whales loading up at these lower areas. Even they believe that we will end up lower. 25,000, 20,000. Look at the orders there at 30,000, 300 Bitcoin. So like all the liquidity is down here. All the liquidity is down here. You see nothing up here. No one is trying to buy anything up here anymore. That's crazy. That lets you know that they're trying. More than likely, they're going to drag the price down to their liquidity levels. 30K is heavy duty right there. 25,000 as well. Interesting. Very, very interesting. So, yikes. I mean, I'm not guaranteeing this, but this is saying that we could end up going very, very low, right? You don't see any hope up here of like a buy order or trying to get a sell, trying to, range us bound. Biggest sell order we saw there was that 38,000 order. We kind of shrink this down and see a bit better spread. That's crazy. That is truly crazy. Wow. Wow. 35, 33, 32, 30K. So, saying that the whales want to load up down here. Not really. There's some sell orders in those 40, but not, usually you get a big, you get a fat order like this, like 35 up in the 40 areas. So they had their fun with the 40s. They've had their fun with the 40s. And there you have it. Nasty work. Yeah, it took me 2 weeks. Not lying. Did it 2 times. Reese Arnold. What did you do 2 times? What took you 2 weeks? Not lying. Trying to find out what he's saying. What took you 2 weeks, Reese Arnold? Is DAI safe? They want to grab the rest of the bags. Wars don't kill empires. Inflation does. Bye-bye, USD. Cheaper than USDC to send. DAI? Yeah, I watched this BOKMAP streams. I watched Tino. You mean Tito? I think his name's Tito, not Tino, right? Sani Inu. You did. Sam, read my comments. I can't, man. There's too many. I can't, my friend. Can't get to them all, my friend. I love you. I know you're there, though. I appreciate it. Where's it stable to buy and cheap to send, like XLM, SOL, and XRP? I don't know. XDC. USDC is easy, USDC is the best. I send USDC on Binance all the time. Nice and cheap and easy. 10 cents. All right, let's take a look at the Super Chats. Today's Super Chats, we're trying to, market was crazy, but I'm trying to even find the Super Chats here. MRI, which we couldn't find the other day. I tried to find that. I couldn't find it, and then I moved on. Take a look at FIRO. I mean, everything got beat to the ground, and it was already beat to the ground, and they looked like they could get beat even more. It was worrisome to me. Market looked like, I mean, this thing's at its level. If it breaks this level, it's just going down even more. You're at the bottoms, everybody. Everyone keeps asking me to go over a coin. It's at the bottom. It's at its bottom of its bottom. I personally don't like getting into coins at the bottom. It's not my thing. I call bottoms of projects I really like. If I'm tracking it for months, but I call bottoms like this. Price comes up, comes down, finds another bottom. I call this bottom, call that bottom. But when you come all the way back past the original bottom and you're trying to bottom again, I mean, who knows? You could just drop even more. You see what I'm saying? Anything is possible. Also, the daily is getting overbought and you're not getting above previous highs. It's not a good idea. It's not a good look. All right. What people don't realize, too, is a lot of projects came out. Way too many. 19,000. A lot of people are saying this, and I agree with them. 80, 90% of these projects need to go. They need to go. They're all garbage. They didn't say anything they said they were going to do. They came out with a concept in a website, and they were here just to steal your money and probably buy Bitcoin, or you know what I'm saying? Run off into the sunset. How many people just use crypto? They could even put it under the guise like they said they were going to do something good, and they never did it. You know what I'm saying? Said they were going to do something good, and then they never did it. So it is what it is, you know? Does USDT have a big fee to send to the exchange from one to the other? It does if you put it on the Ethereum, but you can send it TRC20, which is really nice. But make sure you can send it on TRC20. You don't want to be sending it any other way. Okay? Massive buy order at 35K on BOKMAP. That dump was insane. That dump was absolutely nuts. Like, I'm still, like, I'm going to shut off the computer after this and just, like, think of my life. Like, that was, wow. Look at the dollar index, though, finally taking a dump. See? See? Just as I told you, we at resistance. No one believed me. Nobody believed me. That was the dollar's last surge. Now look at the dollar dumping. This is getting crazy today. Look at the dollar dumping now as we speak. Look at that. Now the dollar's getting nasty. This is insane. This is insane. Hold on. Is this a frozen chart? Tell me this ain't a frozen chart. Okay. Damn it. I was about to say. See, now I look like a clown. That's how frazzled I am, man. The day is crazy. Day is crazy. I'm not going to act like this was nuts. You guys saw me go through it live. Just like, what the? Just like, so the dollar tries to break through. What I don't like is it's pumping while it's going down. That's like, that's bullish. That's a bullish divergence in a way. Can the 3 days say enough is enough, though? And can we dump? Technically, you could say, did we break above resistance? We're like right there. We're like at it again. Crazy. We're at 4-year resistance for the dollar index. Nuts. Wow. So look, 5 minute finally showing signs of bullish divergence right there. Swing up to swing up, swing down to swing down. Finally. And reacting off of 36,500, right? Trying to break back above. This could be the V-shaped recovery. Okay. But again, levels to walk through again. Like, we got to get back above 37,005, and then we got to get it back above 38K. Right? The dust has to settle, man. Wow, look at that. Out of that little flag, and then the whole market just decided to erupt on us. That was crazy business. That was insanity. Let's look at the 5-minute chart too. I mean, 5 minutes says we may roll over, but see, look, you're high and you're not getting above this high. Whole market got frazzled. See, a lot of people are starting to eat the Kool-Aid now too. Whatever people are telling them, hey, get out of Bitcoin. It's going to 25K. This is your last chance. So people are like, you know what? I'm going to dump. I'm getting out. I'm getting out. See, for me, I don't care about the price of Bitcoin. I care about how much Bitcoin I have. Like, if Bitcoin went from 50K to 20K, but I ended up with like 5 Bitcoin to 10 Bitcoin, then I'd just be so happy. I wouldn't care that Bitcoin went to 20K. I'd be happy that I got 10 Bitcoins. You see what I'm saying? I would just be happy that I got more Bitcoin in the long run. That's all that would matter to me. I wouldn't be stressing the price of the actual value. They create that value with the US dollar. Who cares? Listen, I don't want to play their game. You know what I'm saying? I want to live in light with God. I want to be happy. I want to eat the right foods. And it's not about how big my house is and how nice my car is. They want us all to get into this game and spend a bunch of money and make ourselves poor, making each other happy. What you need sustainable living. What you need some control over your food. Shout out to Jason Casper. He's talking about that yesterday on his channel too. Like, Get some chickens, get some control over your food, get some control over your life. The sneaky filtering factor is always an incalculable element in the dollar TA. Yeah, exactly. Because like whatever they're doing behind the scenes. That's why you'll make it, CL. That's right. Always stacking Bitcoin. How much we have to wait for the price to go up? We don't have to wait. It's just going to do its thing over time, everyone. Shout out to everybody here. $191 on the live stream. Thank you very much. Very, very nice of you all. Especially on one of the reddest days ever. Blessing me with chat revenue. That's very, very nice of you. Very, very nice of you. Let's take a look at Luna 3S. Someone wants to go over Luna 3S real quick. Let's take a look at that. I remember a lot of people were claiming, like, I don't know, a lot of YouTubers saying they knew where price was going to go and all this nonsense, man. Like, I don't do that to you guys. I don't do that to you guys. Okay? I make a long. Like, I'm going long here. Like, I commit to what I tell you, right? So, look, I looked at Luna 3S recently, and I posted this. Did I not? I posted this to everybody. And I said, like, is Luna about to dump? Because this is in a giant cup and handle. Now, it looked highly unlikely when it dumped down here, but then look. And I'm just saying, like, as you listen to the lifer, you'd be up 20%, right? So, shout out to anyone that took gains today on this. Total of 32%, actually. And then it wicked down a little bit, but what a nice move, right? Luna 3S. And this was posted in my trading group. Let me show you when it was posted. And I'm telling you, show me the charts and I'll show you the news. The chart started to sniff out that there was something going on, and that there was something to be worried about here. Okay? And I looked at Luna. I'm like, wait, why does Luna 3S look like that? Like, looks so bullish. If you can see a 3S token looking very, very bullish, I mean, there's chances that you're going to see, you know. So here I am on 5.2. Oz Blue 5.2, right? But look, those shorts are aiming to tell us something. See? It's almost like I knew this was going to come. On 5.3, look, I was trying to tell the whole group, look, these shorts are aiming to tell us something. Like, you know? See? Luna 3S looking strong. Luna 3S, look, my whole team was on it. It's interesting. But I was like, you know, and what I was saying is like, is Luna 3S about to dump? Because it's in a giant cup and handle, right? Then one of my analysts even had it on the chart. Look how nicely he detailed it. Stocks low on the 1 hour, 4 hour, hidden bullish. Fib on the golden pocket, touched the 21-day moving average. 20, 50-day moving averages are all tight. I'm waiting for the 50-minute to reset. Look at that. Luna 3S. Like, this is the type of knowledge you get in my trading group. So instead of being lost and not knowing what's going on, you're up 32% today. And you're actually whistling Dixie when the whole market's looking horrible. And you're like, okay. Sad thing is, though, it's like, do we stack the dollar? Do we stack gold? Like, so you make money. What do you make something? What do you make? You know, what do you hold? And they're making it really confusing for the average person to hold anything or figure out. It's crazy. That's crazy. But there you go. I mean, before and afters for Luna 3L posted here on 5.2. Right here. Here you have it. Stops below and then bang, bang, bang. Pretty crazy. No stop loss got hit as the price never went below the line. Bang to the upside. So it's just a beautiful day to be alive. Luna 3S to the upside, regardless of what the market was doing. And I try not to overload my traders too in my trading group, and I try not to be too crazy. And again, I'm not always going to be 100% right. I just go with the probabilities over and over again, and that looked highly likely to go to the upside. Michael Pa! I should just rip my shirt with all the buttons off. Like, I should just get a fake shirt one day and just rip it off. But I'm taking off my shirt for Michael Pa right now. I'm going for I can't though. I got to keep it professional. But Michael, man, unbelievable, man. Like, I'm trying to give a bigger reaction. I mean, a $500 super chat every day, and I'm trying to give, like, honestly, man, this is insane. You're pushing me through the bear market, dude. Like, When there was times I want to give up, when there's times I feel like no one's listening, where at time I feel like, what am I going online for? Like, does everyone, you know? And you all give me the feedback. You all tell me, you know, it's worth it, it's worth it, it's worth it. Keep showing up. And I just really, really appreciate you, man. Like, from the bottom of my heart. Like, it's money. It's $500, but it's the energy behind the 500, really, like, that gets me going, right? It's the fact that, wow, like, somebody cares enough about me every day to show up and, like, and it's crazy. And you're doing it during some of the hardest times. Like, you're not showing up when Bitcoin's ripping to 70K. Yeah, you know, throw them $500. Like, you're showing up in the nitty gritty, in the toughest times ever, and you're throwing down for the kid. Expanding the chat revenue to some $691 in chat revenue. Unbelievable. Shout out to you and yours, Michael Pa. And if this is not just for everyone to realize to just go after whatever you love. Don't let anyone stop you from going after what you love. Always go after what you love. Always follow your heart. Follow your heart every single step of the way, and you're going to get where you need to be in life, all right? Don't live in fear. Do not worry. Pray to God whenever you're worried. Have a good connection to the greater things in life. Drink water. Drink the good things, right? We looked at FIRO. We looked at COOHA. I don't know what MRI is. I looked at it a few times. Do it. Do it. Do it. Dude, you helped me so much every day. You have no idea how much you have helped. Share strategy, share knowledge. Chris Bay, thank you, man. Everyone, if you never said anything to me right now, say something in the comment section. If you're new to the channel, if you never saw me before, we had 500 people at one point today on the live. It was unbelievable. The live exploded today. Write something in the comments. If you're shy, if you never said what else, let us know what you're up to. I have liquidity problems with KuCoin 3x shorts and 3S long coins. I can't jump in with 5,000 without causing a live price change. Do you jump in with a bunch of buys at 100 or something? That's interesting. I usually don't trade that much like that. The biggest trade I made was 10,000 recently. Sam, you were just awesome. Really? Thank you. Lifer is the GOAT. Robert Cox, thank you. Good morning from Alaska. Good morning from you, man. Where's everybody from, man? Let me know where you're from. If you're new and you're from somewhere, let me know where you're from. I just like when everyone tells me where they're from. We do this once a week. Find your channel. Bitcoin price is very interesting. Thank you, my friend. Buy the dip. No other MetaMask course out there. And remember, if you're new, I like your hair. Why? It looks bad? Why is it doing that? It dried up, and then when it dried, it got like, or did I just forget to comb my hair? No, I comb my hair I comb my hair today. Because it's, why would you say that? Why would you do that? My own wife just got in my head. I'm timing her out. I'm timing her out. I'm timing out my wife. I can't believe she just did that to me. I'm timing her out. Like, literally. I don't want to time her out because I don't know what that does to her, but like, I really want to block you on this channel right now, wife. You got on my nerves. Like, my hair looks horrible, and you're making fun of me on a tough day. Wow. Okay. Let's see if I take you to lunch. She said no. Nah, I know. My wife always has my back, so I'm wondering, what is she doing? You just said to say something. So I said, well, you said the wrong thing, mama. You're lucky my admins didn't kick you out. Max Payne Day. Welcome to the new life. Welcome to all the new lifers today. Good morning from Dorchester. Oh my gosh. CL, it's your energy that complements a major ingredient the world needs. You work from your heart and you're dedicated. That will always pay off. Thanks, man. Tuning in from Boston. Shout out to Steve McDonough. We should get a Boston meetup at Encore tonight. Boston meetup at Encore. Who wants to come to Encore with me? We'll trade. We'll do blackjack all night long, baby. I play craps actually mainly when I do. I don't gamble. I gamble like once every 4 or 5 years for fun. Nothing crazy. Nothing crazy. 4 hour is getting overbought here on the high here, but the daily shows that you could, that's the thing. We're in indecisive mode because what could happen is this, and Bitcoin dumps, or this and Bitcoin pumps, and you're in that indecisive stochastics RSI mode, which is great, huh? Fun times to be alive. Fun times to be alive. Back above 37K. Can we hold though? The 5-minute is not looking too sharp, but maybe it just go. Hopefully it goes sideways. We cannot break below this level right here, 36,650. We break that, we're headed even lower. We're headed down to 34K. Okay. We've been talking about the idea that we could go to 34, 27K over and over again. Okay. Don't be surprised by all this insanity. All right. Anything is possible at all times. Also, we talked about the Gaussian channel on the 5-day, did we not? Right? Hold up. Hold up. One last thing we want to discuss here. Go to BTC, USD. It's been on Coinbase for USD for a long time. But I delete all my work here. A possible shoulder head and a shoulder forming. Can we dig our way out? If you guys see a slight pump, it's a manual one, right? What is going to happen to silver? Why dumping if the S&P is dumping? Because they're manipulating every asset in the world. And no matter what, people are just diving out of everything, just being crazy, So. Okay, so what I want to show you is the Gaussian channel. And you know who else looks at this by coincidence or whatever is, because I noticed it, is the Crypto Crew University dude. I watched him for years. And I know that he likes the Gaussian channel, but the Gaussian channel does give you good information. Okay? Traded silver with the Gaussian channel. And it was very, very, when I first learned it and used it, it's quite accurate. It can also give you kind of overall areas to watch. So that's why I like the Gaussian channel. All right? So we're going to put the Gaussian channel, and he had the 5-day. I don't mind the 5-day. And what it does is like, well, it's not good. But what I do want to show you is whenever we left the Gaussian channel, historically, throughout Bitcoin's life cycle, like we can go all the way back to 2014 here. You can go even earlier, okay? But whenever we left the Gaussian channel, all right, see this? It turns red. First thing, it turns red. Then we get rejected by the medium line. Now, then we couldn't even play with it. Then we hang out at the bottom, and then we leave it. When you leave the Gaussian channel, look at that. Multi-year bear market there. We pump back out, came back in, entered the Gaussian channel, right? Fell below the medium line, came to the level, fell low, boom. And these were pretty bad drops, 7,000 all the way down to 33. We went over that. That was a $3,700 move, about a 50%, right? Here you're sitting at 6,200, and we would go down to 31, exactly 50% move, right? So it looks like you lose about 50% of your worth from the channel. Channel was at 38, 50% of that is about $15,000, $16,000, right? $16,000, that would be a $22,000 Bitcoin, okay? Now, notoriously, anytime this happens, it's the best buying opportunity of your lifetime for Bitcoin. So, we did just breach the channel. We fell out. It's not a good sign at all. Tells us that we could continue down, obviously levels to watch, 30K. And we'll be watching 30K. And then the sad thing is it does say we go to 27 and all that, but like really after 30K, there's really nothing but 20,000. Now, Bitcoin really doesn't like to retest its previous highs. It hasn't done that in a long, long time. However, there's a chance it may. All right. So, see you on ATB. Hold it down, mods. Love you, Rodney. Thank you. USD ape, USD price and future info, please. Abdul Sattar. If you send in a super chat, I would definitely do that. But I'm about to bounce out of here. Lifer, you make my life better. I love you. Don't. Smart man, Pierre. When Crypto Wifer comes in the chat, it means only one thing. You gotta go, Sam. You're funny. Yes, let's blow up ATB today, everybody. Today we'll be on ATB together, everyone. Let's make it happen. Shout out to each and every one of you for jumping on in. Shout out to Michael Pa with another $500 super chat. Are you kidding me? Only channel in the game consistently. Unreal. Michael Pa, man. Much respect to you and yours, Michael. I am humbled every day you do this to me. There's no the gratitude. There's no words of true gratitude I could give to you. Just know in my heart of hearts, feel my energy, feel my vibration. Thank you very much from my soul to yours, man. Thank you very, very much. You're also inspiring all these people that watch my channel. They watch me grow when I only had it. There was a time when I couldn't even get super chats, and some people have been following me since then. And then to see this like a year or 2 years later, and to get a $500 super chat, and to see the blessings and to see the love, like that truly inspires people to go after what they want in life. Like, we are changing lives because what you did is going to make someone say, hey man, if he can do that and then he can get those super chats, then I should go and do what I want to do. Like, if I want to be a car detailer and paint cars, I should start painting. I should take that art class and get good at my, you know, whatever, my gradients. Or if I want to become, you know, a famous basketball player and eventually make it to the NBA, I can. If I want to become, you know, just great, anything you want to do, and if you want to be great at it, you can, everybody. You can, and you will. You will. I did it. If I can do it, you can do it. We can all do it together. Every one of us can achieve greatness. I'm telling you, there's no stopping each and every one of us. So look, it does look like we're breaching. All right. We did break a beautiful high here. I'm from Miami. Been trading with you on Patreon and using the inverse VIX the way you use the DXY. Took profits last night and paying forward some of those earnings. Shout out to my man. Thank you so much. I taught you how to trade the VIX using the I get what you're doing. And a $50 super chat from my man, DeLeon Bellick. So look, one of the worst days in the market, we're getting blessings from people that are making money in the market. All right. That shows you that the strategy that we teach work, because no matter what the market does, bang. Truth, Michael Pa, I believe you have inspired us all. Gregory the Sniper. Thank you so much for the $50 super chat from DeLeon Bello. Much respect to you and yours, man. DXY coming on, baby. Let's see you drop like it's hot. I know, all right? Heck, it's not even trading right now, but I keep coming back because I just love the lifers. Shout out to Denise Ankin. We love you. Thank you. See, I love this. This is saying that this community is infectious. You can't get this energy anywhere else every single day. You know that you come in here, we're going to be ready to go. You're very appreciated, CL. You're making a difference. Thank you, man. You inspire me every day. Your show is how I start my day. 8 a.m. Sets the pace. Row. Love you, man. I'm moving to Miami in 3 weeks. Good to know lifers will be around. Oh, you're going to have a bunch of lifers ready for you, man. There's going to be like 10 or 20 lifers in Miami at least. Stack McChange, one of my head admins, is one of my head analysts is there. So, yeah. You can earn PLY on Argugami with stables. PLY is pumping. Aurora chain. Interesting. I need to work on not overtrading when the pumps get going. Do you have a max amount of trades you allow yourself to enter at one time? Yeah, it's like 1 or 2, man. Yeah. Unless I'm DCAing or holding long-term positions, it's 1 or 2 trades at a time. I was in the cinema while listening to you. That's amazing. That's crazy. So you weren't watching the movie? I'm fascinated. I mean, that's great, but that's so funny. All right. I'm not a mod. I'm just a lifer to spread love. Gregory the Sniper, we love you, man. Michael Benitez, we love you. All right, everyone. I'm going to look at Bitcoin one last time because I got to, because that's just like my obsessive nature. I'm just like, what are you doing to me now, Bitcoin? What are you doing to me now? So let's switch the indicators back on. But it does, I believe we are going into the lows, everyone. But, you know, actually, I don't say that, actually. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know. I can't say I believe. I don't know what's going to happen. We go up or down. I'm going to trade the stochastics the way they were supposed to be played the next time I see them. And that's, you know. Right now, the daily's indecisive, and it's not giving me a strong signal. I'll give you that. Indecisive, not giving me a strong signal. And you can't like lie to yourself and be like, oh no, but we didn't breach this trend line. Like, and it's like once you break a big trend that you've been holding and there's really not a lot of support next to you, right? But like right here, look at this. You got resistance, resistance, resistance. You got resistance right here at 36,000. That was another line. We bounced off it previously because it was such a strong level. So, okay. So I'll still take that. That's SR right there. SR flipping. So right there, look. Bounce. We could still get a bounce there. That could still come into play. Okay. 5 days heading to the oversold region. 3 days very oversold now. That's usually kind of a good buy signal when the 3-day gets that low. But we shall see. I go to the daily. The daily is an indecisive node. Is 32K a good buy? I don't know. That's going to be on you. You're going to have to answer those questions your very own self. I mean, that's a bearish engulfing candle right now. 36.8. As I said before, the 4-hour does look like it has more downside. However, it's getting pulled now. It's kind of now getting extended. Thank God. 1 hour should get a bounce here. So I'm going to play the charts the way I play them. When the 15-minute and the 1 hour are low, that's my time to long. However, the smaller time frames are going to be kind of tell you if we can get out of this mess or not. Look, see, this is kind of like bear flagging. And that could have more downside. You must use smaller time frames when the market gets disrupted and you're trying to find bottoms or tops. They're going to show you when things slow down quicker. Okay? Like, for instance, this is about to roll over on us. See that? I mean, look at the last time it rolled over. It rolled over from here all the way down. That's the 5-minute. Does that mean you could roll over down here to 35,000? It does. It does. Does it mean it's guaranteed? No. It could go sideways. You know? But, so I'd watch this 5-minute very closely. This will kind of give you your answers to where, you know, how low we end up going. And then we keep making these until one of these forms more of a, what's called like, looks more like a falling wedge. Maybe that's what it does here. So like maybe what we're doing, and we don't know. Nobody knows. But maybe we're going to do one of these. And we're just going to form a falling wedge and eventually break out to the upside. But we need to make a pattern that has a 68% chance of a break to the upside. That's what we're looking for. Once we find that pattern, we can play that idea. But until I find the patterns, I can't play it. DXY today's looked like Bitcoin yesterday. I know. Sam, you're the man. Keep up the good vibe. Shout out to Daniel DeBalt. We love you. Shout out to Denise Hankin. Is Mr. Alpaca there? He isn't. He's upstairs. My daughter grabbed him. Remember the 3 p.m. anomaly. What is the 3 p.m. anomaly, man? Something happening at 3 p.m. every day? Or does Luna buy is Luna buying at 3 p.m.? And whatever happened to Luna buys? Remember Luna buying 125 million a day? Every single day for 3 months? Whatever happened to that? What's going on? Where's Luna at? You know what I'm saying? Interesting. Hidden Bearish Divergence did play out, though. Wow, one of the highest grossing Super Chat days in history on the channel. $741. You people are unbelievable. 333 viewers. Unbelievable. 333, man. I know you're my people, man. Your views on Bear Flag. Learning every day coding and crypto from Boise. Former MC. Oh, wow. Keep pushing it. So cool, man. The best TA. Remember 3 p.m. anomaly. Chris Pacino. 3 p.m. Okay, I remember 3 p.m. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Okay? One thing I do want to let you know is this is my channel. But if you go to BitBoy and check out BitBoy's channel, he's probably on too. We go on around the same time every day. But check him out. I will be live on a show called Around the Blockchain today at 5 p.m. on BitBoy's channel. So check me out today on Around the Blockchain, and we'll have a blast. You can hit the +1, support me, and we're going to talk about this, obviously, this melee. They'll probably change the topics. But, wow, what a bloodbath today. Shout out to everybody here. Shout out to everyone that made money shorting. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. I'll keep my group updated to what's going down. Best thing to do is to stable up and watch the madness. Wait for more signs of support and resistance. Wait for the other bigger world markets to find some solace. Okay? You don't have to do anything. Sometimes just hanging out is the best. Everyone, I salute you. We love you, Michael. We love you. We salute you too, man. You become part of the family. You're kind of like a mascot here, man. You know? When you're not here, everyone's wondering, where's Michael Pa, man? Where's Michael Pa? Shout out to everybody here on the live. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. I love you all. Thank you for sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Thank you for blessing me, each and every one of you, spiritually, financially, emotionally. The support is real, especially on days like today. I'll be back tomorrow with another beautiful live stream, and I'll keep you guys updated with what's happening the best I can. Watching this bear flag right now, and highly likely looks like it wants to dump. We'll see. The stochastics could drag us back down to $35,000. I'll leave you with that advice. Never play leapfrog with a unicorn, right? What did the wise man say to his wife? Nothing, because he was a wise man. Have a great day, everyone. I'll see you on the next live stream. Be safe. Crypto is life. I love you all. I love you all. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. Maintain mental toughness. They're trying to break us down as a people. Mental toughness. Remember that. You are great. You are free. You are beautiful. You can achieve anything you put your mind to. You can achieve anything you put your mind to, and you only inside know who you truly are and know what dreams that you can accomplish. Not your best friend, not your mother, not your father. No one truly knows what you're truly capable of. Even if they think you're capable of amazing things, you might be capable of even more amazing things. I love you all. Have a great day. Be safe. Crypto is life.